Yeah. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did you miss me? You know you miss me. Nice to see you again. Welcome. I see some familiar faces from yesterday. It's nice to see you again. Thank you so much for coming. Oh my goodness. I was so freaked out today. I need you to know, I tested every piece of tech that I have multiple times a week ago, a month ago. I've been testing for a minute to make sure everything would work and that I'd have time to replace it if it broke on me. And I was so scared today because she was not working with me today. She was not nice to me today. It was like first it wouldn't transmit any visuals at all. And then I managed to get visuals but no audio. And that was like 10 minutes ago. I was sweating. I was breaking a sweat. I was like, what's gonna happen now? But I managed to get it working. If it stops working in the middle, we'll just have like a sort of pseudo Zatsu while I fix it again. I think I figured out how to fix it if it happens again. It shouldn't happen again, but I don't trust myself to know for sure. But yeah, we'll start in like 5 to 10 minutes. I just wanted to sit and chill first, finish off my tea before we started up the game. But how have you been since yesterday? What have you been up to? What have I missed in the last near 20-ish, 21, 22 hours? Question mark. Been well, how are you? I am great. I'm still kind of riding off the adrenaline of being able to stream like this. I've been really looking forward to it, and now that it's here, it's like I'm just in such a state of euphoria that I almost can't handle it, if that makes sense. Because I enjoy it very much. But it's almost like I enjoy it too much sometimes, especially at the beginning right now. I find that I keep waking up in the night, for example. It's like I'm having great sleep. When I'm asleep, it's fine, and I don't usually have bad dreams or anything like that. But I wake up and my mind is racing about how cool everything is and how excited I am for the next day. So the last several nights in a row, the last week of nights in a row, actually, I've been sleeping like multiple naps rather than going to bed and waking up when it's time to get up the next day. I'm doing just fine though. I'm doing just fine because I don't know. In the past, I've defaulted to a sort of polyphasic nap schedule multiple times, actually. Especially when I was still a student, because it was a pretty rigorous schedule. I was on a really intensive science course at the time. And so I would sacrifice sleep in order to get homework done. It just took me a lot longer to finish it than everybody else, I guess. How's your day? Well, it's kind of just started, honestly. Part of that was, you know, I went to bed late last night because I had a really nice call with the other members of By the Beat. It was just a lot of silliness. We were just hanging out. We were supposed to be working. It started as a work call, but nobody got anything done. So we parted ways after a while, and then I got the things done that I needed to get done. You know, I set up the waiting room and got some other stuff for later this week in order. But because it was so late, you know, I needed a bit more sleep than normal. And then I woke up again after just 3 or 4 hours in the morning. I had a really weird dream that I was gonna get gobbled up by a clam. It was this weird clam with feet. It like ran around, but it was like human feet. Like it had really like muscular human thighs, and the legs were also hairy. And it was gonna get me. But I wasn't afraid of it, which is weird, because usually chasing makes me really scared, like being pursued by something. That's the reason I don't like to play scary games as much. It was just really weird. I just knew that it wouldn't have been cool to have gotten gobbled up by this clam, but I wasn't afraid of it. And then when I went back to sleep, just, you know, an hour later, I browsed on Twitter for a bit and went back to sleep. I found that I needed more sleep than I estimated I'd get, or whatever. How do I phrase this? I set like 6 alarms and slept through all of them. And then my youngest sibling came through and they were like, Kaelix, don't you have to stream in a couple hours? I was like, whoa. So I'm very thankful. Kudos to the youngest Kaelix family sibling. Because I very possibly could have missed this one just because of that. I'll be more careful moving forward. I'm usually not the type to miss things if I schedule them, but sometimes sleep can be really difficult for me to manage, as I mentioned yesterday. How many siblings do you have? I did mention this yesterday, but I am the eldest of 5. I'm the eldest of 5. I love my family very much. We've always been kind of close. We're not too far apart in age in general. I don't think. It's a pretty small gap between each of us. and so we have very compatible interests. But it's also that kind of friendship with your family where you also fight a lot. I don't like to fight. I don't participate in it. I don't dignify. I just laugh. But they're like, nah, don't do this again. And I'm like, okay. Went from eldest to youngest. It's kind of goofy, right? It's kind of goofy. I feel like I'm often the youngest in the room, though, even outside of By the Beat. Like among other friends and friend groups that I've had in the past, I find that I just tend to click with people who are older than me in general. I'm not sure where that comes from. Yeah, I love my siblings. They're so epic. I should apologize again that I'm so congested. I'm starting another... I have like this allergy medication that I take around this time of year that I've just started, so it'll take a while for it to help. But as I mentioned yesterday, in the spring, I get so congested, it's so rough. It's like all the trees are trying to procreate and reproduce, make baby trees, and they're all doing it in the wrong location. They're going straight to Kaelix's nostrils. And that's not the TPO, you know, time, place, occasion. So again, you'll hear a bunch of like it's really gross. Sorry for that. Why'd you word it like that? Do you also hate fun and whimsy? No, I'm just kidding. Do you not like my whimsy? Do you not like the way that I word things? I get flamed by the other members of By the Beat for the way I word things all the time. One thing they got so they cornered me, and I only had one person on my side for this one. In the like week leading up to debut, actually the week leading up to the final teaser. So this was like after we were already teased, kind of like where they showed that we exist, but they didn't reveal anything about our models or our voices or anything. In the week leading up to the actual teaser, a few days before our debut, I was like, oh my god, you guys, we're crowning. And they really didn't like that. They really didn't like that I said that. They were like, Kaelix, what are you talking about? Why do you have to say things this way? But do you get my vision? Do you get my vision? Do you see the vision? Cause like when a baby's about to be born, it's not born yet, but you can see that it's about to be born, right? That's crowning. That's what we were. We were crowning. And it could also be like royal crown, maybe? I don't know. That's crazy. What do you mean? I think it makes sense. I see I can connect the two dots in my head. Why can't you? I don't. Oh, what did that say? I saw something I wanted to answer. What did you think about the announcement of your wave at NIJISANJI? I was so emo. I think 3 out of 4 of us cried over it. At least 2 out of 4 of us for sure for that one. Because we did a little watch party for it, and it was like, for me it was especially emo just because I'm very sensitive to crowd participation of any kind. All my biggest dreams involve doing stuff in person on a real stage, but genuinely doing kind of like live MC, for example, on a stage, I don't know if I'd get through it without tears, because it just makes me emo to hear a crowd like in a stadium or any sort of like convention center or anything like that. I can't take it to hear them cheer or coordinate or sing along to something. It breaks me. So hearing them go like, whoa, I was broken. I was like, oh. So yeah, no, I was on cloud 9. I was on cloud 9, and then it initiated my feral dog stage for about a week or 2, however long it took between that and the actual announcement, where it's like I kind of existed, but I didn't really exist, and I wanted to be let out of my cage so bad. I was like gnawing on the iron bars of my enclosure, like, and they wouldn't let me out yet. But there was a lot to be done, and the date was already set. You know, that's how these things go. Yeah, I was content. I was just so excited, and I couldn't handle the excitement once that went up. It was one thing to handle the excitement before then, right? Because nobody knew, right? There was no indication at all that we were coming. But when everybody knew, and I got to see people speculate on Twitter.com, I was just like, I was going feral. I was foaming at the mouth. I was like, let me out, let me out. Confirmed dog type. Oh my god, it's the funniest thing ever. Sable gets so obsessed with this when I do it. He loves this about me. Every time I get like really excited for something that I can't have yet, or like really like impatient for something, I start making those noises, and he calls it like a really old chihuahua. He says that I'm like a really old chihuahua, like like when you get too close to one and it starts to like rear back its teeth, you know, like just slightly. Just. Though I saw a bunch of people comparing me to how's it pronounced? Is it a Samoyed? I've never heard it out loud, but I've read it a bunch. I have a friend that really wants one of those. Yeah, I've seen people comparing me and the other yellow boys to dogs. I thought that was kind of goofy. I guess I could see it. I think dogs can be pretty like happy-go-lucky and goofy, right? And I figure that's probably my brand at this point. Did I say that right though? Samoyed? Or is it like Samoyed? Samoyed? I'm gonna stick with Samoyed until further notice. You did? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for clarifying. Okay, I'm gonna take a big sip. I love throat coat so much. Throat coat is the throat goat. So happy. Feel free to take sips of whatever you have as well if you've got any beverages on hand. I love to sit and drink things together, though I've never had alcohol before, funny enough. I know we work at a live house and there are drinks available, but I've never had it. And I don't know if I will. I don't know when I will if I do. Very curious. I think if I do have it, I'd like to save the first time for maybe off stream with Badzabi. Yeah, I've never had it before. I've just never had the right occasion for it, you know? Every chance I've had has been like either alone at home or with my family. All the times that I've gone out with friends, it hasn't been for drinks or anything like that. So and I don't want to have my first time alone or with my family. So yeah, even now I've never had a drop. Or I guess I have maybe had a drop, but I don't remember. I've never been drunk. There's that at least. So I have no idea what kind of drunk I am. I really hope that when I do find out, if I do, that it's that I'm the kind that just gets really warm and sleepy, because I love that feeling. I love that feeling so much. What's throat coat? I'm glad you asked. It is my favorite tea. I really particularly like the original blend. It's licorice with slippery elm, I think. Slippery oak. I can't remember. I think it's slippery oak. I can't remember for sure though. But it is a vocal health and maintenance tea. It's specifically the licorice as the main ingredient that helps you, but it coats your throat and makes it easier for you to avoid coughing and clearing your throat, which is really good for me because I am prone to both of those things on a compulsive level. It's really hard not to. I just, throughout my day, I can't help it, but it's bad for you. It's bad to cough and it's bad to clear your throat too much. So I try to avoid it, and this helps. It helps soothe the throat. I sometimes will have it with honey if I'm in recovery mode. Yeah, I like it. I've tried a bunch of teas over the years, trying to get into things that are better for you than just plain water. And I find that a lot of them, the taste can be really strong. But throat coat stood out to me. It stood out to me because the taste itself is very neutral, and the aftertaste is actually kind of sweet. And I've got a major sweet tooth. I've got the sweetest tooth in the galaxy, so I really, really, really like it. And it's good for you. Have you tried the lemon echinacea throat coat? Yeah, the first time I got it, I actually got one of the sample packs. It was the original woody, the original licorice one, and then the echinacea one, and there was a third one that I can't remember. My brain is saying eucalyptus, but that could be wrong because I think eucalyptus is totally poisonous, isn't it? I can't remember what it was. But they were all good, but the original was my favorite for sure. What's your favorite sweet other than cheesecake? I love all sweets in general, as long as it's not super sweet. I say that I have a sweet tooth, but you know, even I get overwhelmed if it's super sugar loaded. I find that I actually really love bittersweet stuff as well, or more neutral sweet stuff. So cheesecake's number one, but aside from that, I really love chocolate, especially dark chocolate is my favorite. I very recently, one of my Valentine's Day traditions, I don't really do anything for Valentine's Day itself, but several days later, when all the chocolate is on clearance, I'll go to the nearest family-operated store or general store or whatever, and I'll buy as many boxes of chocolate as I can get with like $20-ish. I got like 240 pieces this year, and I finished them all in a month. It was so bad. It was so bad. But it was good. It was good. I just had multiple days where I would sit and eat them throughout my day as I worked, especially leading up to debut, because there was a lot of stuff I had to get ready, some stuff that you haven't even seen yet. Yeah, it's a really, I try to control myself. The more like regular example of this is that sometimes I'll just buy a bag of Baker's chocolate chips, not like sometimes unsweetened even. And I'll just sit and have little handfuls of them at my desk as I work throughout the day. Did you share with your siblings? Of course, I gave each of them a box or two, and each box had 4 pieces in it, I think. Yeah, it was those kind of like the reason I was able to get so much of them in the first place. It was that sort of you know those smaller chocolate boxes that you give out to all the kids in elementary school on Valentine's Day if you're balling and you can give them more than just a card? Because you know, like, I don't know if this is the same in other countries, but American elementary school Valentine's Day where you give it to everybody rather than just giving it to people that you like or whatever. Yeah, it's like those. It was like those. Like a lot of them had really cute mascots on them and stuff like that. They were good. They were good. It was good chocolate still. Or at least it was good by my standards. My standards are very cheap. I've never had specialty or gourmet chocolate or anything, honestly. mm. Mm. Like a goodie bag. Yeah, kind of like those. These were the little heart-shaped ones. Like just about as big as my hand, I'd say. But I guess that's not a very good sense of scales. But your eyes scare me. Lock in. Do you like milk chocolate as well? I actually like it the most, but I try to avoid it because I get a little too overwhelmed by it after a while. Because I love to eat a lot of everything I eat. I can't stop at one. I need the whole box, maybe a second box. I was blessed with a really fast metabolism. And I understand that I'm probably the most annoying person in the world for celebrating that, but I try to take advantage of it and get really impulsive and greedy with my food. So yeah, that's the main thing with sweet stuff for me. One bite of milk chocolate is wonderful though. It's my favorite. In fact, my favorite chocolate combo ever is like a Swedish milk chocolate with caramel. I think that's the best. Yeah, no self-control is the best way to put it. I'm really bad at moderation in general. I can't have a little of anything if the rest of it is at my disposal. Like, if Kaelix is the one in control of whether I get this, I'm gonna get it every single time. I'm sorry. I can't. No wonder you're so energetic. I don't think that comes from the sugar. I think that comes from my silly personality, right? That's just, it's in my blood. It's in my bones. Do you like matcha? I've only had it once. I had matcha chocolate once. I can't remember which brand it was, but it was nice. I love the taste. It was really nice. Because it kind of appealed to that neutral sweet that I like, you know? It was a little sweet, but not too sweet. Okay, I'm gonna finish the whole cup off. You ready? Delicious. I love throat coat. Thank you for sharing a cup of tea with me. Okay, let me go ahead and set up the game. We can go ahead and get started. There's a lot of time in this game, so we probably shouldn't waste any of it starting. Especially now, after the struggles I had getting everything to work. Let me make sure that the capture is working, and then we will transfer over to the gaming screen. I'm gonna need your help, by the way, when it starts, because I was scrambling so much to get the capture card working that I didn't have time to do a sound check on it. So the game might be too loud. It might be too quiet. I've approximated it based on what I had at my disposal, but yeah, I'll need your help. So when the game starts actually playing music and sound effects and stuff, I'll need some like check mark emojis or maybe some X emojis so that I know that I need to fix it. And then I'll try to read as well to see if it's too high or too low. In fact, we'll establish this code, okay? Check mark if it's just right, up arrow if I need to turn it up, down arrow if I need to turn it down. And you can send multiple arrows if it's a lot, just one if it's just a little bit. You understand? Thank you so much. Thank you for helping me. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay. Again, volume warning, potentially. It could be too loud. I've gone ahead and preemptively turned it down a bit, but I don't know if I turned it down enough or too much. Ooh. I love this game so much. I think this is one of the most cinematic of the Zelda games, which is why I thought it might have been one of the best first choices. It was really hard to decide, because I love every single Zelda game so much. I hope you can enjoy Breath of the Wild. You know about the Legend of Zelda's? Open your eyes. Hmm.
Open your eyes.
They're open, girl.
Open your eyes.
They're open! Oh, I'm so excited. I haven't played this game in a long time. This is one of the only games of Zelda that I've only played once. I've never replayed this one. Or at least I think so. It's just right? Oh, thank goodness. Up a little bit? Okay. In that case, I'll up it by 2 decibels for now. Continue to keep sending these until it's like unanimous check, alright? We'll do a couple of decibels. Please don't be afraid to continue sending when sounds start playing again if it still needs to go up. I realize it's a little hard now though because it's just really quiet. But when we start getting some more like Link or maybe some of the little oh my gosh, I'm so excited for the mechanics of this game too because whenever I've wanted a fix for this game, I've gone to Tears of the Kingdom since it's come out, so I'm not as familiar lately with the like the what is it called? The Sheikah Slate runes and stuff like that, you know? Okay. A little more? Okay.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Oh, I'm seeing more checks. Okay, just a little more. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I think that's a pretty good indication right there of what the volume's like. Is that good? That da 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 da. Thank you so much for helping me. Oh, okay, I was so nervous that it was going to cause a bunch of problems. Thank you for following along with my silly little impromptu volume check system. Let's do this more in the future whenever I need to do this. I'm very prone to forgetting things, and sometimes that means I forget to do a sound check before stream. All right, let's get started. A mysterious tablet with a glowing center. Woo. iPad baby Link. Oh, I'm so excited. Ah, it's been a minute. Okay. Da-ba-dum. Will we be naked? Or will we be clothed? Are we gonna be normal? Let's see. Let's be normal. Gotta be mindful of why we were invited into Hyrule. Alright, check in.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
The way to what? Authenticating. Sheikah Slate confirmed. I hope you don't mind if I do silly little voices throughout these playthroughs, by the way. I love to voice act whenever there's a game with dialogue in it. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. So whenever there's like a little computerized, like Sheikah Slate dialogue, I'll try to give it a very neutral tone.
Link, you are the light. Our light.
Aw, you think so?
That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
I'm so excited to see this cutscene again. I haven't seen it since the first time I played. I'm gonna start tweaking out. Alright, let me up! Yeah. I love Link sounds too. That's another thing I love to do. I'll get into that another time though. Oh, I love this silly little game so much. You can see Death Mountain. You can see the Dueling Peaks. You can see the Temple of Time. That's actually not that far away. It was just Geezer. All right. Also, oh yeah, I should apologize for this as well. If I ever flop, at least for today, it's because one of my other tech issues is that my second monitor was not working either, even though it worked last week. So I'm using my window capture, which has about half a second to a full second of delay, unfortunately. So I may struggle to control at certain points, but thankfully the beginning parts of this game are very chill. So I should be able to manage anyway, at least for now. I'll investigate fixing or replacing. Just kidding. It's a stick. It's a stick. Oh yeah, you're gonna notice a very maybe annoying, maybe satisfying trait that I have when I play these games, specifically Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I find that I love the way that Link looks when he only has a sword on his back or when he has nothing on his back. So you will see me regularly toggling on and off his weapons so that he looks nice when I'm out of combat. Because I just don't like it when he's got like the big stack of shields and bows and swords and stuff. I love it when it's just a sword or just a sword and a matching or really, really small shield. Can I sneak up on it if it's that high? Hylian shroom. A bladed rhino beetle. This beetle's razor-sharp horns demand that you handle it with care. Boil the horns alongside monster parts to concoct an elixir that will raise your attack power. Oh yeah, that reminds me of something I wanted to talk about on the subject of elixirs. Because Kaelixir was one of the ideas that came up that I said I probably wouldn't go with just for theming, right? I can say that it wasn't that one that I passed through, but I can proudly report to you that I sent along to my Mane-san all of the final ideas for checking. I asked her to check over everything and make sure it was all safe to use, make sure that nobody had used it on any other website. So you should hear back from me very, very soon about, I say very, very soon, but like within the next weekish probably. She's very, very fast. My Mane-san is super fast. She responds in the middle of the night all the time, and I'm constantly telling her to get to sleep. but yeah, you should hear very soon about the final tag list as well as the fan name. If you're nervous about the fan name, I will reassure you at least by saying that I went back to the VOD before sending along the list of things. Girl, I'm trying to have a conversation here.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
I think that's minus, right? Yeah, okay. I remember. Oh, I'm so excited to unlock all the map again. That's like my favorite part of this game. One of the first things I usually like to do when I play these games is I ignore the story and I just go to every single sector and unlock everything so I can start with a clean map. Anyway, I went back to the VOD and I read through the chat on like very slow motion mode. And I took note of which names and tags were said the most. And I also looked through the saved archive of the Q&A box that I kept. So rest assured that the one that I sent along was probably the most popular, at least from what I could tell, if you're concerned about that. Because it's very important to me, especially for the fan name, that it's a name that you like. I won't confirm which one it is yet, though, just in case we have to replace it with something in the end, but I think it'll be fine, because I checked it myself as well before sending it along to Mane-san to check it, and it seemed fine. It's a cute one. Playing Breath of the Wild at the same time while watching. Oh, I'm so glad. If I can get anybody to play Zelda more or to try Zelda especially, that's my main point for this, is to like maybe stream a Zelda game that is like palatable to a newcomer if you're totally new. I want everyone to be obsessed with The Legend of Zelda. I'll play every single game over the years. There's just a starting point. I really considered starting with Skyward Sword though, since it's chronologically the first. I just thought this one would be easier for me to talk over. You know, the story is more easy breezy. Free food. Direct heat has softened and sweetened this apple. I beg your pardon. Would he have that kind of voice? Or would he be more of like a hick? Would he be like, or maybe not a hick, but just more neutral, less British? I beg your pardon. I just stole his food. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat.
It is a bit strange to see another soul in these parts.
Who are you?
Me? I'll spare you my life story.
He's so handsome. Look at this man. Look at his nose. And look at his face and his eyes.
I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to a place like this?
Where are we?
Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule.
Every time they mention Hyrule, I start tweaking out. I'm so excited. Oh, it's so pretty. I love the cell shading style for this game especially. That's one of my favorite things about it, is the art style. It's so distinct. Though a lot of games have adapted to a similar style since its release, I feel. Do you like older men? I like older everyone. Who said that?
That temple there, long ago, it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it has sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self.
What else you got to say? He sounds like Ganondorf when I do it. it's like Smash Ganon. Oopsie. What are you doing? I'm just gonna ask him a ton of questions and not answer anything he has to say.
I'm relaxing by the fireside, of course. Although I'll need to cook myself another baked apple at some point. Simple foods such as apples are fine to eat raw, but roasting them on a fire makes them tastier and more nutritious.
Your voicing that's so good. Thank you for saying so. I'm not as confident when it comes to more masculine or gritty or mature voices. I tend to default to more like neutral or slightly almost boyish anime dub voices is where I start to feel better about doing it. So I'm glad that you think it's good. I'll do my best. I'll do my best to give variety throughout.
Do you not have somewhere else to be, young one?
I guess I do. He said to go to the Temple of Time, right? I've already forgotten. Axe! And my axe! And my bow. And my axe! A woodcutter's tool of choice for felling trees. Let's go! Now I have like a proper weapon, except this is actually not very efficient as a weapon. It's good for felling trees, like this. Boom! Give me some wood. Let's go! Do you also speak Grill fluently?
Kaylee Bodacious isn't as good as, I'd say, Lucy Senpai, but I do my best. I'd like to improve over the coming years, maybe.
Back off! I remember the first time I pulled that out was by the beat. They were like, who's Kaylee Bodacious? Yeah, I only really tend to pull that out in the context of playing video games like this. So whenever there's an unvoiced female NPC or like an unvoiced, just generally feminine androgynous NPC, that's where I start to pull those out. And what's your problem? Choo-choos. I love the like Wind Waker era designer for choo-choos the most. Design for choo-choos the most, where they're like, they have the kind of eye bag shape or eyes and they look in both directions and they're kind of like oblong and pill-like. Those are my favorites, but the ones in this game are really, really cute. I like the elemental variations as well. Okay. I'm noticing that it's a little difficult to kill these guys with sticks, so maybe I should sneak up to the Temple of Time? Or wait, is that even where I'm trying to go? Or am I still trying to follow the Sheikah Slate? I'm gonna go to the Temple of Time first, because that's one of my favorites. That's like my favorite spot in the game. One of my traditions that you may notice as well when I play games like this is whenever I need to redeem the little things that you get for hearts and stamina wheel upgrades, I like to come back to the Temple of Time for it, because it feels like the official place to do it, you know? It's the biggest one. And then for the last one, I go to that really big place near Rito Village, like just to the east of Rito Village. I'm blanking on the name of that place, but I could place it on the map. Where it's got the really, really big one. I like to go to that one for the last upgrade. That's one of my traditions. I'm not over that grill voice.
Why is she that crazy? I don't. I still don't think that I'm that good. I need to improve, in my opinion.
Oh! Back off! Be normal! No, I got a club. It's so good. Thank you so much. I'll do my best whenever a character that deserves a voice like this comes up. Hey, girl. What you been up to? You gonna have anything to say? Oh, am I gonna pray? Dear Hylia, the goddess style. Illiterate. The goddess statue smiles upon you. I guess I'll have to come back later after I get the little medallion things. So I guess I did have to follow the map and what the game was literally verbatim instructing me to do the whole time anyway. I just like to check things first anyway. It feels nice. I think there's a Korok seed to the, like, just to the left here. There should be like a little pond. And I think I can get a rusty sword here as well. Rusty swords are not the best, but it's a nice start, I feel. Alright, let's see. I love this music so much. Oh yeah, I saw a question that I was going to answer and I got distracted asking which game has my favorite music. That is a really, really, really difficult one because the whole franchise uses motifs that are really nostalgic and memorable to me and that excite me a lot. So rather than having a single game with like a whole suite that I love the most, I have favorite songs from each game. But if I had to answer, it would probably be Skyward Swords. Just because it's the most cinematic. I think it was the first one that was fully orchestrated as well. And it's really, really romantic and fluttery and beautiful. And also because one of my favorite themes is Giraim's theme. Yeah.
Huh? You're not Hestu. But you can see me? I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. Well, if you run to Hestu, please return this to him.
That's just like, it's like a little lump of seed poop.
Oh, and my friends are hiding in lots of different places, too. Don't be shy about poking your nose into suspicious places.
Yeah, one of my favorite themes in the entire franchise is actually that dum dum da dum da dum 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 da dum da dum 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 da da dum 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 ba dum. It's really, really good. So I think Skyward Sword is definitely up there. I think I love all the boss themes in general, though. Those are all my favorites. Like, I think the best boss theme in any Zelda game ever is actually from Wind Waker. And it's the one that goes, it's is it Mulgera or Molduga? I mixed them up. It's Mulgera, for sure. Molduga's in this game. It's the one that goes like... Dum da 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 ba dum bum 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 bum. Dum da ba da ba bum bum ba dum bum bum. Dum da ba da ba 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 da ba ba. I love it so much. Okay. Let's see. So it should be straight this way, but I don't see it aside from on the... Oh wait, I think I see it poking out. You see that little like spire? Oh. I forgot that it gives you a little cutscene the first time you do this. You see that poking out of the debris and rocks? Rocks and debris? Roxanne Debris? What's her name? Roxanne Debris? That was the first one that came to mind when you said that, but I mixed it up and belongs to the Poe boss. Oh, that one's really, really cute. Another one with a really cute boss theme is from Twilight Princess, the second phase to Goma. Or Armagoma is what that one's called. Armagoma's second phase, where it's like dum da 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 ba 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 dum 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 dum. It's really, really cute. That's another favorite of mine. Yeah, I especially love just the really sexy and dramatic boss themes and villain themes. Boom, boom, boom. Yatta! Oh, I was gonna get a rusty shield earlier, but I forgot. It's okay. I got a traveler sword, which is like 10 times cooler. And now you can see evidence that thing I mentioned about weapons. I just think this looks the coolest. I'm going to school. Have a nice day at school. Ittarashai. Okay. Let's see what this is all about.
Place the Sheikah slate in the pedestal. What's this all about?
I love the stone grinding sound so much. That's one of my favorite sounds in the world, is two stones grinding together if it's really low. If it's too high, though, then it starts to be the opposite of good.
Sheikah Tower activated. Please watch for falling rocks.
Falling rocks. Rocks and debris. What's all this? What's all this? What's all this? What's all this? A little creature. Oh, wow. Whoa! Okay, I pull up. I love every distant shot of Death Mountain. That's one of my favorite things about this game, is that you can basically see Death Mountain from almost anywhere. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so excited to do this to the rest of them. Or actually, no, I think all of them rise here. I just have to climb them for the rest of them. Oh, I love that sound. Da 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 da.
Distilling local information. Dum 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 bum 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 bum.
Oh, that feels so good. I love that. Every time this happens, I feel so good. It's so satisfying. And there's nothing like doing that to the last one that's left on the map whenever you finish all but one of them. There's nothing like finishing that last one. Huh?
Try to remember.
What was that?
You have been asleep for the past 100 years.
Ah.
The beast. When the beast regains its true power.
Oh, I'm about to start tweaking. I love his theme so much. I'm about to crash out.
Now then, you must hurry, Link,
Oh, that's so cool.
before it's too late.
Oh my god. Feels so good. I love the really cool boss music. It's so ambient and scary, and it like lights a fire in my belly. It makes me want to go on an adventure. Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to climb down because we don't have any way to just jump down and be safe, right? Thus starts the long haul on the way down.
あ、忘れちゃったよ。日本語でもっと練習しなきゃ。でも、頑張ります。さ、ごめん。言葉は何ですか？
ニックネーム
名前？名前について。
シュウ先輩は本当に天才ですね。デボネマルって。は？は？やばいな。ダメ。かわすぎ。かわいい名前な。犬みたいな。おお、デボネマル。
My, it would seem we have quite the enigma here. This tower and the others just like it have erupted across the land, one after another. It is almost as though a long dormant power has awoken quite suddenly. If you do not mind me asking, did anything odd occur while you were atop that tower?
Oh, I forgot to. I forgot to think about what I was clicking. I was just so excited to progress the dialogue.
Well, now, a voice you say.
A voice?
And did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice?
No.
Ah, I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of the atrocity enshrouding the castle. That is Calamity Ganon. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain that evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength for the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once again. It would appear that moment is fast approaching. I must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle?
I don't know yet.
You need not say a word. Your eyes reveal the determination within.
That's not what I said. I didn't say nothing.
Here on this isolated plateau, we are surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try and jump off, well, no death could be more certain, or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story.
Hand it over! Give me that paraglider!
Oh, certainly. Why not? But there is no such thing as a free item in this world, you know. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby?
I can deal with that. I might just keep the treasure instead, though, if it's cool.
Come, let me show you something.
Are you gonna lead me somewhere? あ、いや、デボネマルかわいい名前な。ケイクスタケは俺の一番好きな名前ですけど、好きに呼んでくれていいんだよ。本当に全部いいんだよ。もちろんデボネマルも OK。シュウ先輩のかわいい名前をいただき。I don't know if you saw, to clarify in English, but during a JP watch along, it was hosted by Oliver Senpai, as well as Shu Senpai and Kotoka Senpai and Petra Senpai. They had a nickname that caught on for me. Shu Senpai coined the nickname Debone Maru, just on impulse, and it seems to be catching on among specifically Japanese fans. So I wanted to address it. Yeah, because some people weren't sure if it was okay to call me Debone Maru. You can call me anything. I personally prefer just Kaelix. I like just being called by your name. I find that more intimate in a world of nicknames, but also I think nicknames can be very cute and a nice way to show affection for something. So please feel free to call me anything. デボネマルも OK です。そして、オリバー先輩、シュウ先輩、ゴトカ先輩、ペトラ先輩、バイザビートのデビュー、応援してくれてありがとうございました。本当に嬉しかった。デボネマル、頑張りますよ。Yeah, thank you so much for hosting the JP Watch Along. I really appreciated that you did that. So fluent on both languages? No. まだまだ勉強しなきゃ。もっと勉強しなきゃね。発音だけ OK ですけど、喋るは難しい。
Do you see that structure there? The one with a strange light? It began glowing at the exact moment those towers rose up from the ground. One would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. A fair exchange, I believe.
Alright, whatever you say, Grandpa. でもね、丸かわいすぎ。かわいい。俺マジ本当に上手。No. いや、上手じゃないよ。Oh wait, I forgot I don't have the paraglider. Embarrassing. 恥ずかしい。上手じゃないよ。上手トレーニングはまだまだですよ。 Oh my god, am I gonna make it? Is my wheel gonna run out? I'll make it. I'll be just fine. You're so humble. I mean it though. I mean it though. I think, for example, I've been at this level for a while now, whereas Zeal just started learning more recently, and I think Zeal has already far surpassed me in terms of being able to articulate his ideas. Ooh! Oh yeah, I forgot! I have the DLC stuff. What is this? Wow. I was hoping for some swag. Yeah, I need to study more so that I'm not the weakest link. I wanna be able to match everybody else's level. Yeah, it's not putting myself down. It's just being realistic and setting a realistic expectation. I would really struggle to hold my own in a conversation with another like Japanese speaker. And I find that I make a lot of mistakes, but I'm confident enough to at least like think about it first and then talk about it. So every now and then. I'd like to practice as hard as I can.
Travel gate registered to map.
Or no, wait, that's the wrong guy. Travel gate registered to map. Access granted. I don't know why the old man appeared in the Sheikah slate. Yeah, it's not putting myself down. It's just to say that, like, and specifically for the reason of bringing up Zeal, I think actual study gets you really far, and he's been working really hard at that. I've never gone out of my way to study it properly. I'm very lazy. When it comes to studying it, it's more just like listening to it. I just really love seiyus. 声優大好きですけど、ですから、大好きですから、発音だけ OK です。Do BTB collab and JP for learning? I'd really like to. That's something we all have an interest in. Getting messages across well though. Okay, thank you so much for saying so. I'm a little nervous about it. I'm nervous about publicly saying things a little weird. It's one thing if it's just in private, but I feel like you can make a really grim mistake. And if people hear it, then it gets memorialized forever. But I think my intentions come across clearly enough. Whoa. I feel like I start to stutter a bit more whenever I'm nervous. And I feel like I get nervous whenever I speak Japanese. I need to improve. I need to develop more confidence.
Sheikah slate authenticated. Distilling rune.
Yeah, I just pick it up by listening to it personally. I listen to a lot of JP livers and I listen to a lot of anime. I have a lot of favorite seiyuu and voice actors, so that's where I've picked up what I do have. Which also means that I kind of speak it a little weird. I was told that I had a seiyuu switch that comes on whenever I speak Japanese, which is a little weird.
Rune extracted.
Drop your fave seiyus, King. I think #1 in my heart is easily... Oh, wait, now I'm not so sure if it's easy. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, I'm shy now. Yeah, no, I think it's the one I first thought of. #1 is probably Saori Hayami. I really love her voice, and a lot of the time I will actually watch an anime specifically because she's in it. For example, Kakegurui is actually one of my favorite anime, but I think it really stands out as very different from a lot of the anime that I like. The main reason I watch it is because she's the lead role. And that means I get to listen to her voice the most. So likewise, one of my favorite characters to listen to as well is Koto Shinobu from Kimetsu no Yaiba. I really love, in general, any character that can pull off a really polite sounding voice while saying really mean things. Like, I think a lot about... What is the line she drops against Tomioka in that one arc? She's like,
何なんでしょうか。そんなだから みんなに嫌われるんですよ。
I just think that's the coolest thing ever. Wait, can I just like shove all of these or should I try to climb over it? Okay, that works. Oh! Alright, what's your problem? Woo! I didn't know if I could pull that off with the delay. I had to do it one time first to see how big the delay was. I love to win. That was cool. Yeah, I really love seiyuu that have that sort of really delicate tone. So another one that I really love. Oh, I'm blanking on his name now, and that's really embarrassing because he's one of my favorites. He voices Tanjiro, also in Kimetsu no Yaiba. He voices Kaneki Ken in Tokyo Ghoul. He voices Tomoe Hiyori in Ensemble Stars. Hanae Natsuki, thank you. I was blanking on his name so bad. I love that guy. I think he's my favorite male Seiyu by far for the exact same reason. And that, like, for example, in Ensemble Stars, there's a line he delivers at one point where it's like, huh, I'm surprised you're still alive. But it's like so polite and sweet sounding, even though he's being like brutal. I love that so much. It's one of my favorite things ever. Hiyori mentioned Hiyori. Yeah, I guess I didn't bring that up on the 2.0. I didn't know if it was the right thing to do because I don't really play the game anymore. But OnStars was a sin of choice of mine in the past for like 6 whole years. But it's at the point now where I don't really keep up with it anymore. I just like the music.
You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Oman Ao, the creator of this trial. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of Goddess Hylia, and dedicated— You talk too fast! With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of Goddess Hylia, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. Please.
Oh, wait, here.
Accept this spirit orb.
I forgot I could throw in effects every now and then. Isn't that cool? I'll try to keep up with that as I go along. Ba ba da ba ba.
May the goddess smile upon you.
Pika 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 pika. Do you own an IKEA monkey? I don't have that one. I don't think. I didn't know there was an IKEA monkey. I only know about, what's it called? Jungoskog? Or what is it called? What is the other one? The shark. What is the shark called? Blowhai. Blowhai. I've heard of that one too. Blowhai, but I don't know about a monkey. I'll have to look into that.
It seems you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done.
How did you know? Who told you?
Clairvoyance! Or perhaps just something similar. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what is right before one's eyes.
How do you learn languages? Often it's just by making a friend who speaks the language. Like the reason I know how to pronounce Swedish, for example, at least decently, is because one of my best friends, as a teen, he was actually Swedish. And he like walked me through the phonemic inventory one time. I can't do it perfectly, but like I can read things kind of decently even if I don't know what they mean. Dueling cykling. That's the one thing I remember how to say. Dueling cykling.
However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. But perhaps that is not true for everyone. The appearance of those towers and the awakening of the shrine.
Sounds funny? Yeah, it's because I called you my chicken. I called you a chicken.
It is all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. It has been quite some time since I have seen that Sheikah slate.
Any experience in German? I've never had a German friend, so not confidently, but I was obsessed with that one meme of the kid playing Fortnite where he's like, Wie cool ist das bitte? Or however he says it. Fortnite, Cola, yippee!
Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. The great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time, hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places, all across the land.
His little lamp on a stick makes me wish he was a wizard. He'd be such a good wizard. You know what I mean? Where you're like, detect magic!
On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasure from each of those shrines, and I will give you my paraglider.
That wasn't a deal. You can't move the goalpost now that I've made good on my end of the bargain.
Oh, well, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you.
He's so handsome. This man is so handsome. It's not fair.
Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of that tower again?
Are you joking?
I'm afraid not. But do not worry. I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate.
What's that?
See those blue icons? You should realize the cave where you woke.
Where you? Okay, I mixed up the bottom two lines.
You should recognize the cave where you woke, the shrine where you came from, and the tower. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate.
This guy knows a lot about this Sheikah slate. I thought he was just some kind of guy hicking it out in the boonies. Obsessed with your bratty Link voice. I think that's what this Link is unironically like. I'm kind of just being goofy with it, but this Link is so nosy. And I'll get into that when we start meeting more NPCs. Like, there are things... Like, I think one of my favorite lines this Link says... there are two that I really love. There's this one shopkeeper NPC in the game that we'll meet at some point who... She tends to shop from the corner. And if you walk up to her and talk to her about her items, you can say, "You like this corner, huh?" This man is so ridiculous. Or another one... there's this other NPC who sits by a tree, I think in Tabantha maybe, but I can't remember exactly where the tree is. And she's like, "So, did you meet the hero of Hyrule?" And the response is, "I am he." What the heck? This guy's a clown. This guy's a clown. He's just like me for real.
Or so I heard some time ago. I do not actually know if it works as such.
I think this guy's bluffing. He definitely knows if it works as such. Okay, well, I guess I might as well do what he said and climb up this tower again. I hope you get to voice act in a game one day. That's a big goal of mine. I don't know if it's like too unprecedented or anything, but honestly, it doesn't even matter to me how big it is. I just really enjoy voice acting, and I want to do as much as I can with that. Mainly, my priority right now, my main goal for it is to try to improve through voice packs. I want to do as many voice packs as I can. And likewise, I really want to get better at writing, so I'm going to do my best to write as many of them as I can as well. It's really hard, though. I have a lot of respect for people who do. Especially under this schedule. Because, I don't know. Like, even now, I'm starting to falter on my hope to do that, so I hope you won't be too disappointed in me if I go elsewhere. I think it's cool. I just really want to try. I want to try my best. I want to push myself. Alright. On the road again. Except it's not really the road. On the climb up. I forgot about how long you can spend climbing in this game. Thankfully, I'm very patient with this stuff. And again, the main reason I selected is that we could just sit and yap while we're getting anywhere. And something you may also notice in the future is that I don't know if I'll do it when I stream this just because the game is like 50 hours default if you're playing it as intended. But when I play personally, I actually really don't like to use the warp function unless the game forces me to. What I like to do is I like to use a horse to get everywhere, even if I have to go all the way across the map, because it makes me feel more like I'm actually here. So I may end up using warps anyway, just because it makes the game 12 billion times longer. But yeah, I really, really love to do that. But also, it could just become like a recurring game forever if I did that, which I wouldn't mind, personally. I wouldn't mind to never finish this game, and then just pick up other Zelda games with an actual goal of finishing it in mind at the same time. Just picking this up for Zatsus every now and then. I don't know yet. We'll play it by ear. We'll go by the beat. I was wondering what other Nintendo series you're a fan of or thinking of playing on stream. I love almost all of them, and I say almost all of them in the sense that I know that if I played every single one, I would love all of them, but there are some that I haven't played. Namely, I know that I'm going to be in like clinical danger the day I play my first Pikmin game. Because I love Pikmin, but I've never played it. I've never had a Pikmin game before. I've never gotten it. So I really want to try that for the first time on stream. Pikmin 1 and 2 and Pikmin 3. Pikmin New Play Control for the Wii. Pikmin 4 and 5, Pikmin 6, Pikmin 7, Pikmin 18 billion and 11. I'm really interested in that one. I'm interested in trying a Metroid game as well. That's another one of the franchises that I've missed. I don't know if there are any other ones. Luigi's Mansion Luigi's Mansion is one that I've played a little bit, but I haven't played all of them. I especially haven't played any of the newest ones. So I'm interested to play a newer Luigi's Mansion game. I think that's a really, really cute series as well. As far as the ones that I love, though, Zelda is naturally my #1 How'd he get up here? Ooh, I see. Bingo. What's so funny?
Well, you certainly took your time. Did you forget how to travel
Wait, I could have traveled to the top of the tower because this is also a warp point. I'm a clown. That's why he told me about it. That's what I thought. I thought he was like, all right, you can warp to the shrine and then walk back. But I was like, that would be longer. This guy's silly. This guy has no idea what he's talking about. No, I remember.
Now then. I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this as a vantage point to search for shrines. Did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate?
You just passed a serious test, by the way, about the backseating rule. Thank you so much for following that rule, because that that was a test. It wasn't on purpose. I wasn't testing you by design, but that was a test and you passed. Flying colors.
Did you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate?
Yeah, I know about all that already.
Look through it, and you can stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark on the map.
I know that already. I'm just talking to you because it's polite. I figure you need some company.
The pins on your map serve as a reference point for your travels. Just stick a pin anywhere anywhere you're interested in.
How do you know?
Just a few tricks I've picked up after many, many years in the wild. You may take my advice or leave it.
Not by design,
Not by chance, by design.
We've been clowning on him for that for weeks.
Not by chance, by design.
By the way, did you like mine? I don't think I ever talked about it, but I had multiple ideas, and the one that I wasn't sure which one would get through, but I'm gonna tell you one of the other ones that I really liked, because I know some senpai have done this, and people like to know what could have been. My teaser line was almost, all that glitters is gold. I'm glad they went with the one that they went with, though. I think people got my vision. The other ones were less silly. Another one that I came up with was is your name on the list? But I felt like it was too serious. I feel like it misrepresents me if it's too serious or too cool. Yeah, I just thought the Shrek reference would have been funny too. I was content with either. So I'm very happy in the end.
Go ahead and take a look if you feel inclined to do so.
All right, well, let's see. Oh, wait, I should go ahead and mark these as well. Okay, change to stamp. We'll do stars for towers and... Yeah, we'll do stars for towers and shrines. Because we need both of those of equal importance. And then I like to use these for whenever I find the... Oh, why am I blanking on what it's called? The giant stone mini-boss that shows up throughout the land. Okay, there's those two. I don't remember how many of these I'm supposed to have. I think there might be a third one. Maybe in this general direction? Or wait, no, it'd be on the top of the mountain, wouldn't it? There's one like up here on the other side of that peak, I think. You're gonna have to bear with me because I have a... It used to be, there was a time in my life where you could show me a photo without any like map on screen of any area in this game and I could place it on a map. But after Tears of the Kingdom, and that's like becoming my default, I'm starting to mix things up now because all the shrines are in different places and like some of the roads got changed and some of the landforms are slightly different. And then there's also all of the caves to keep up with in Tears of the Kingdom. So it's kind of like overwriting my approximate memory of where everything is. Debut line is very silly, very accurate. Very silly, very accurate, very debonair, very mindful, period. Feels different when once you play Tears of the Kingdom. I'm happy it's that way though, to be clear. I'm not complaining. Because I think if they would have done everything exactly the same, I think everyone and their mama would have been so mad about it. They'd be like, they recycled and sold this game for $70. I think they did a really, really good job on Tears of the Kingdom. I loved every second of it. And I still haven't finished it. That's the only Zelda game that I've never technically... Well, it depends on what finished is. There are two Zelda games that I've never finished 100%. That's actually Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. In the case of Breath of the Wild, I've never gotten all of the Korok seeds, and that's by design. I sometimes will pull it up and go looking for a couple. I refuse to Google anything about any part of the games, even when I get stuck. But yeah, it kind of like, it brings me a sense of comfort to know that I've never once finished this game, because that means there's still something left for it. Yeah, I got pretty high with the Koroks though. Like, I think I'm approaching 900. I can't remember off the top of my head for sure, but I got a lot of them, just not all of them. Let's see. Where's that? Which one would be fastest? Would it be this one? We'll just follow until we find one. Almost there. Oh god, that kind of makes me scared. It's like I almost don't want to finish it, because when it comes to the older Zelda games, I like 100%ed it multiple times in some of them, especially like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. When I was younger, that was like, those are some of my biggest memories, are just playing these games over and over again. And I never even got into speedrunning, unfortunately. I wish I had the kind of like interest in this game that made me really cool and cracked out my mind at speedrunning things and getting really efficient at going really fast, but no, I just play it on slow pace mode over and over again, and I enjoy it every single time. Would you say you're a completionist? Usually, yeah. It just really satisfies me, especially for the hearts. The hearts are the things I really care about. On the top left of each game's UI, I love to have it be a very even-looking number. That's what makes me the most satisfied. Are you a fan of any speedrunners? None by name, just because I never got into the culture. I'm a very passive enjoyer, unfortunately, which makes me like a fake fan, I think. Like, how do you like Zelda without getting into speedrunning culture, right? You know, it's a very casual thing for me. I have a lot of respect for it, and I'll watch it. I think one that I really like is, I can name drop Linkus. He's one that I got really fixated on at one point. But yeah, no, I don't spend a lot of time watching them, unfortunately. I'm much more of like if I want some Zelda in my life, I'll play Zelda. And if I don't want to play Zelda, I'll pull up a 0 damage 100% playthrough without dialogue. Like without, what is the word? Commentary? Because I like just the game itself exactly the way it was intended to be played. That's how I feel. Okay, I need to get some of those spicy berries so that I don't freeze to death in the snow. The ice and snow is a bit too much for Mr. Link. Oh, wait. No! I live. I'll never make this mistake again. How far can I push this? Where will this go? Will this crush anything like a bug? Where's it gonna go? Oh, this is where we started. I remember this place now. All right, I don't like this sound, so I'm gonna deal with this. Where's the... Oh, that's the button. Okay. Might as well just have the baked apple now. I was gonna mention earlier, something I get really annoying about in this game is that I love the NPC voice acting where they just make sounds. That's the kind of video game I really want to voice in. More than like actually saying words and dialogue, what I really want is to be scouted for a game where I can just go like, oh, oh, you know? I love that. Or like combat noises. Like, hup, 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 ah! I love that. I love that. It's so fun. It is so fun to do. That's what I really want to do. Onomatopoeia enjoyer. Surprising nobody after my debut cover, right? I'm glad you guys seem to have liked that, by the way. I'm glad you seem to like the debut cover. I worked really hard on it, but I wasn't sure if it was the right move, because I think for debut, the right move is usually to do something really pretty sounding. And I've got a long way to go vocally, but, you know, I still think I can make something that sounds pretty. But I thought for the first cover, it would be better to do something really goofy. Because I think goofiness is most of what you're going to get in the future. Probably not from covers, to be honest with you. I think most of my covers in the future are going to be slightly more... I'm going to take it more seriously, but... I thought it would be a decent debut introduction to like my personality and also just the things I'm interested in, you know? Because it's jazzy. It's by Gyari, who's one of my favorite Vocaloid producers. It's really goofy, and it also features voice acting. And it also... Another reason I went for... Whoa! This is just going to happen all the time, isn't it? Another reason I went for Akari ga yatektazo is because... I can't stand this sound. Another reason I went for Akari ga yatektazo is that I really wanted to spend my pre-debut time efficiently and to do things that I couldn't do post-debut, right? Because moving forward, I won't have the time to sit and draw 111 sprites. I think actually more than that if you include all the distinct dialogue variations, or like I wouldn't have the time to record all of those takes. So I really wanted to make use of that time while I had it, you know? So I'm very proud of it. I think there's a lot that I could have done better, especially with the mix, because mixing is where I'm a total amateur, but I'm very, very proud of it anyway. So if you can enjoy it even just a little bit, I'll be happy. 111? I think so. Actually, I'll give you an exact count, including the dialogue variations, because I still have the folder. You ready? All right, watch this. With dialogue bubbles. All right, so if I select the first one, then highlight to the last one. Okay, it's 102 dialogue bubbles. And then there's the thumbnail. And then there's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 special sprites without dialogue bubbles. So actually, I overshot. It's actually just less. It's just under 111. Still a lot, though. Over 100. I'm also an amateur when it comes to art, by far, so... that was also something that was a bit challenging, even with the silly style, but... I really enjoyed it, though. I found a lot of fun in getting those expressions to come across and trying to make the poses make sense for the onomatopoeia. Is that the Grim Reaper? All right, let's not. Unless I have a shield. Do you think I can pull it off again? Or am I gonna hear the first dum dum da dum dum? I did it the first time. Okay, I'm trying to get a feel for how big the delay is. No! Abort! Okay. Oh, there's this guy too. How about this? You can't get me. Oh wait, okay. Hold on. Let's get it right. How can I do this best? Let's think about this. Let's be mindful. How do I do the side jump? Okay. We'll do it like this. Okay, come on. Come on! Hit me with your best shot! Woo! Come on! Come on! Don't be shy! Okay, that was embarrassing. Let's just give up and climb the wall like a real gamer, right? let's be more efficient with this. I just thought it would be really cool to get it to smash up those boulders. Oh, it's kind of embarrassing. All right, let me get my... I have another cup here of water for after I finish my tea. I'm gonna take a sip now. So if you've got a beverage on hand, feel free to take a sip with me, all right? It feels so good to drink water. Do you ever get like water hungry? Do you know what I mean? And no, don't say thirsty, because that's not what I mean. Because thirsty and water hungry are not the same thing in my heart. Because when you're thirsty, it's just like I'm parched. Oh, you know, like dust. It's like it wets your whistle, you know? But oh, look, a cool chest. What's this all about? But yeah, what was I gonna say? When it's water hungry, it's specifically that like I have a deep craving for water. It feels good to drink water more than just being thirsty. Jabai shrine. Jabai. Yabai. Yabai. Yabai na. Yeah, no, I get water hungry sometimes. But your whistle is an interesting choice of words. Is that not the phrase? Like the idiom? I think it's an idiom. Like for when you're thirsty and water wets your whistle. whistle being your voice, it makes it easier to talk. What's this all about? That's why the boulders were in front. I forgot. You're supposed to do that like on your way out. Okay, I understand now. Wow, 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 wow.
Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling rune.
I get so annoying with these, by the way. I'm the type that loves to preserve my prettiest weapon, so when I don't have any other weapons in early game, I just use bombs instead. So that I don't have to lose it, because I think it looks pretty to have a sword on your back. Have you ever cosplayed from Zelda? I have only cosplayed once, I think. And it was... Actually, no, I cosplayed twice. I think I did it once as... Yeah, I did it once as Blathers from Animal Crossing. And then a second time as... this was before it even came out in the anime, but Overhaul from Boku no Hero Academia. Okay, how do I do this again? Oh, wait. Bingo! Oh! Kaboom! There's a Zelda reference for you. You know that one? Kaboom! Sploosh. Ahaha. I almost played Wind Waker for debut, actually, because I really, really like that one, and I've missed it lately. The reason I didn't is because I would want to play it on Wii U, and I need to get a new Wii U gamepad, because the Wii U that I have still has all my siblings' profiles on it. Or no, wait. It still has all my siblings' profiles on it. I don't mind for you to see the Kaelix Debonair Wii U profile, right? But I need theirs to go away, and you can't go to the settings in the Wii U without a gamepad. And this whole time, I've just been controlling it with a Pro controller. So I'm not able to access the settings right now. But once I invest in another gamepad to replace the one that they broke, I will be able to I'll be able to stream Switch games, or not Switch games, Wii U games, depending on the game at least. If you were to cosplay again, who would you like to cosplay as? Probably Link, specifically from Twilight Princess, because I think he has the best design of all the Links. I think there's a reason that he's kind of become the official Link when it comes to representing Zelda as a franchise. I don't know if you noticed, right? But whenever there's like a bunch of Nintendo characters, say as like a merchandise line or something, you got Mario, you got maybe what other, like you might see Donkey Kong, you might see Bowser, like all from the Mario adjacent franchises. Whenever they represent Zelda, it's always this one specific version of Link that looks really, really similar to Twilight Princess Link, the hero of Twilight. Yeah, Kirby, Splatoon, you'll see Kirby himself. You'll see specifically like the orange long-haired squid girl from Splatoon 1 and the blue ponytail squid boy from Splatoon 1 to represent Splatoon. Yeah, when it comes to Zelda, they'll often do that one. And I think it's for a reason. I think it's because he's the coolest. And I'm Jessica the coolest. Peace, y'all. No! I forgot! Okay, that was good. I thought that was gonna kill me. I love Inklings. I love Inklings so much. Oh, hold on. What's that ball for? We can't abandon this. I need that ball. I need that ball right now. I need that ball or I'm gonna be so mad. Alright. Come on. Don't be shy. Please, no! Oh, that was so close. Okay. Now. I assume that there's probably a switch or something over there maybe that I didn't see, or... Is there something back here? Might as well check here before I send it over there, because... Nah, we'll send it over here first. And then we'll check over there. Will this fit through here, or is this only for bombs? This is way too big. I can tell just by looking. Yeah. That's kind of cute, though. It's like a little bowl just for the ball. But I think I can just, like... I think I can just do this. Okay. Now we'll investigate. I'm playing the game at the same time and I keep pressing the Tears of the Kingdom input. I know, right? Like I keep trying to pull up the, especially like the Ascend one or the like the one that picks things up. That's the big one that I almost did. I was almost gonna like do the hand that picks things up for the ball, the mage hand in Tears of the Kingdom. Do you have a favorite Squid Sister? When it came to the Squid Sisters in Splatoon 1, I actually played for Miss Marie in the final Splatfest. She's my favorite, I think. Well, maybe it's back here. Might as well go this way. Yeah, I love them both, though. Like, for example, I think of the two, Callie actually has the prettiest song. Squid Sister Callie. Because she has Bomb Rush Blush, right? Dum 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 da 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 da. I love that so much. It's so cute. I'm getting the feeling that I did not have to carry this ball all this way, and it might actually be for nothing. It might have just been to demonstrate that the things shoot things between each other. What idols did you play for in Splatoon 3? I played for my goats off the hook. They're the best characters in the franchise. They're so good. I love them. Did you know that they're the goated idols off the hook from Splatoon 2? And also Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, and also Splatoon 3 Side Order DLC expansion. I think they're so cool, and they have the best songs. I think my favorite song in the entire franchise is actually Ebb and Flow. I got really, really emo when I played the Octo expansion for the first time and heard the Marina demo for Ebb and Flow, where she's like singing it herself with the synth that she made when she was still like I think she hadn't defected from the Octarian army yet. Where she's like, Nasone, yado, yado. Octo expansion or Side Order? Octo expansion by far, but I really loved Side Order. We should talk about Splatoon 3 more when I play it this week. There's a lot that I have to say on that one.
In the name of the goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you this orb.
Credits makes me cry. That's the one where it's like, Komitsuranai, Ashufro the sky. What makes me cry with that one was hearing them sing it at the end of the Splatoon 3 Final Fest. That made me actually cry. I sat and played it over and over and over again. It was so good. So good. Made me so emo. The whole concert, like Burning Man type music festival, Coachella in Splatoon 3, that was so good. That was so good. That's my favorite thing they've ever done in Splatoon. It was so wonderful. Do you listen to any musicals? Yes, I do. Not recently. That's where I might disappoint you. I'm not as informed when it comes to newer musicals, like the last 5 to 10 years of musicals. I've listened to a couple of them, but I actually used to be super, super invested in Sondheim's musicals. Some of my favorites are Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber. Some of my favorites are Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. My favorite musical ever is probably Into the Woods, also by Stephen Sondheim. That one has my favorite like moral and characters and music in general, I think. I love Company as well. That's really high up there. Epic is so good. I've been so curious about that because I've heard a bunch of its songs. I think that's the one that has the like, I will fall in love with you, right? Over and over again, no matter how, where, or when. I think that's how that goes. I'll have to listen to it sometime. Yeah, in the future, I'd really love to do an unarchived musical theater karaoke for you. So I hope you can look forward to the day that I sort out the set list for that. Yeah, Sondheim is my favorite. Sondheim is like by far one of the best songwriters in the world in history by my standards. Especially lyrically. I think nobody has as firm a mastery on the English language poetically as Sondheim specifically did when he was still among us and making music. I love that guy. I adore his musicals. One of my dreams is actually to see one in person because I've never had the privilege. They don't really do musicals anywhere near where I live, so I'll have to travel for it. But I'd particularly really love to take a trip to like New York someday to see it on Broadway. Like if they ever do a rerun and I happen to be balling enough to book a trip for that, I'd really like to go and see my first in-person musical as a Sondheim musical. That would be really special to me, especially because it wouldn't just be my first in-person Sondheim musical. It would be my first in-person musical ever. I have been in a couple musicals, but they were like really amateur school productions, so I don't think they count. Yeah, no, I really, really, really used to love musicals. I say used to. It's not like I don't love them anymore. I just don't really actively listen to them as much anymore. Aside from Sondheim, some other musicals isolated here and there that I love. I love Falsettos, or Welcome to Falsetto Land is like a subtitle, I think. That's also one of the songs in it. I love, what else do I love? Wait, where should I go from here? Let's go to his cabin. Let's find his cabin, because I think that's where we can get the spicy pepper things. But I love Falsettos. I love the Phantom of the Opera. I love Phantom. I love Cats. That's a controversial one, I think, among like non-musical stannies. I can concede that the musical, or not, the movie for Cats might be a little weird to watch because of the CGI to make them look like real cats. But for the stage productions of Cats, they actually have really extravagant costumes and makeup, and it's really, really cool. I think Andrew Lloyd Webber is just very, very cool when it comes to like writing musicals. Some of the ideas can be a little silly, but I think you should let him cook. Like, listen to Tick Tick Boom. I've been curious about that one too. I heard that's the one that has the one song where they're in couples therapy or something, right? And they're singing counter melodies over each other. Do you read the books? Not for most of these. I'm sure there's something that I've read the book for that's a musical, though. I just can't think of any on the top of my head. Another one that's kind of goofy, but I think is actually really, really goated as a musical and needs to be like taken more seriously as a musical is Shrek the Musical. I think that's genuinely one of the best musicals of the last 20 years. It's so good. And I think people kind of dismiss it and call it goofy because it's Shrek, which is like it's like a children-targeted comedy movie as the source material, but the musical's really, really good. Like, unironically, it's so good. The songs are so compelling and delicious. Oh, wait. How do I do it? It's like... Is it... That's how you do it. Okay, I remember now. Chicago is a good one. That's the one that's got, like, the pop. 6. Squish. Or no, that's a different one. Or is that Chicago? That's one of the ones that I mix up, because I've not watched it, but I've listened to it. Have you heard of the Death Note musical? I've never had the privilege of watching it, but I do know the one song from the intro, where it is Duke and what is the name? Is it Nem or something like that? And they're singing about humans and mortality. Old Man. I love that his name is literally just Old Man.
Well, 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 so we meet again.
What are you doing?
Can't you see that I'm running here, that I'm hunting here? You'll scare off my prey like that. At least crouch down a bit.
Where's your prey? Oh, I think I've already scared them off. Oopsie. Sorry. Sorry, mister. They're only human. They can't see. Banger. Okay. Oh, is he gonna get me? Is that the Grim Reaper? Oh, okay. He's just running away. I wonder if I could time one of these. I love this, though. I love when you pull out your bow and then walk around with it. That is so cool. This is the coolest thing in the world to me. Like, he's aura farming right now. Look at this man. Look at that. Look at how cool this man is. Okay. Grell in the Death Note musicals. There's one song from the... Or not the... That's Kuroshi Tsuji, no? The Black Butler musicals. Grell? Gureru, right? There's this one song from one of the Black Butler musicals or stage plays where it's like I think the song was called Rated R or something. Or I don't remember the actual name, but it was basically just Grell and she's singing about like just how she's very ecchi. It was crazy, but it was a banger song. It was really jazzy and like cool. I love jazz and musicals especially, so I really enjoyed that when I listened to it. They had musicals? Yeah, pretty much almost any super big what is it? Anime is the word I was looking for. Any super big anime, there's a very strong chance that it has a musical or a stage play at some point. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Mamma Mia. That one's really cool because it's one of those there's a term for this. What is it jukebox musical? Am I remembering the term correctly? Where it's like a musical where they write a story but all the songs were actually previously written elsewhere, like as pop songs or something. Because I really love ABBA. I think ABBA is one of the coolest like European pop groups in history, and they did a bunch of ABBA songs for Mamma Mia. That's a really cool one. Oh wait, it wasn't a one shot. Wait, don't go! Please don't disappear into the distance. I need to eat you. I'm so hungry. Please, you're going too far. Okay, nice. Let's go! Yatta! Dekita! Mongo 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 mongo. Itadakimasu. Mongo 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 mongo. Gotsou-sama deshita. Mamma Mia watch along. That would be really fun. That would be really fun. I haven't seen it in a long time. Hades Town? I'm not as familiar with it. This is where I said I might disappoint you. When it comes to the last 10 or so years of musicals, I'm very behind. Because I transitioned into listening to like different genres more often about 10 or so years ago. And so I... Whoa! Let's go! Which would be best? I guess the Traveler's Sword for now. Alright, be nice to me. He's gonna shoot me off! Alright, go ahead. Don't be shy. Watch this. No! Okay, you didn't see that. That didn't actually happen. You weren't watching, right? Good. Okay, boom. Oh! 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 Ah! 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 Please be nice to me! Ah! I'm so fucking scared! This game is so scary in the beginning. I'm just gonna use the bombs at this point. I don't even care. Please, behave, be normal. Okay. No, we're just fine. These guys are easy. These are like mini bosses. I eat these guys for breakfast normally. I don't know why I'm so scared. I guess it's just been a long time since I've encountered these early game. I'm scared my sword is gonna break before he breaks. Oh, I should have thrown it. I should have thrown it. That would have been smart. Let's go. Come on. Okay, we're sacrificing the woodcutter's axe. Please! I'm not gonna have enough weapons to finish him off! Look at his face. Behave! Be normal! Woo! No! Ah! This might not have been the right choice. I should have just run. But now it's like the sunk cost fallacy. I have to make use of, like, I have to make sure that the ones that I've wasted already don't go to waste. Like, they have to be useful. They have to go towards something. You good? No, I'm breaking a sweat right now. This game is so scary for no reason when you're like powerless and don't have good weapons. No, don't throw it yet. Don't be silly, Kaelix. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Okay, off. If you could feel my palms right now. Okay. You got this, thank you. No, I don't. I got nothing. Ah! Almost there, hardly. Just whittling away at it like it's... Ah! No. Oh, that was so close. Nah, I'd win. I always time it wrong with these. Okay. Yep. Oh! I hate when he throws them. Okay. Watch this. Ugh. Okay, jump. No more. That's enough. Okay. Go. Not too much. Okay. Ah! No! Okay. It's okay. Second time's the charm, right? No! He threw it back at me. Okay, I'll just keep that there. Watch this. I'm gonna lead him over. Ha ha ha! Stupid! Ha ha! Para. I love the music for Stone Taluses, by the way. It's so banger. I love the brass. All right, soon. Yeah, I think this axe might actually be the move because I'm not really gonna need to chop down any trees anytime soon. At least not urgently, right? And if I need to, I could just get those with bombs. That's the cheap exploit for getting trees and wood. You just bomb them. I don't like the frozen talus. I think that one's easy if you have any fire arrows, because then it will thaw and then you can just climb up really easy. It's even easier in Tears of the Kingdom because in Tears of the Kingdom you can like throw ingredients, and if you throw the fire fruit or the ice fruit, they work like almost casting a spell. Pretty cool. And it's like vice versa with the what is it, the lava taluses, the fire talus. I don't remember what those are actually called verbatim. But the ones that are in Eldin around Death Mountain. That was a little close. Might as well. Might as well as not. Get off. Okay. Let's not be silly, Kaelix. Yep. Okay. We're getting there. Hut. All right, so the next one we're gonna throw it because it's badly damaged, and that will deal more damage. All right, watch this. Bingo! All right, can we get to the rest of it with just a torch and a traveler's claymore, and then we'll be weaponless, maidenless, weaponless. Oh, I just realized it was a claymore. Yeah, we're so fine. All right, one more, final countdown. All right, you're toast. Watch this. Boom, bingo. Yatta ze. Ore wa sousa. Let's go. And now when we hit our first shop, we're going to be balling. Look at all this. Look at this. Basically free money is what these are. It's honestly better to hold on to them than sell them. I think that the most sustainable source of income is to like cook meat, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for bearing with me and cheering me on. Did my best. Okay, hold on. I need a sip of my water after that. Hold on. Okay, let's have a little seat. Let's pop a squat here in this this little hollowed out trunk. Feel free to take a sip of any beverages you've got on hand as well if you're thirsty. I'm still like water hungry today. Regenerate the sweat lost to the palms. That's so real, though. Oh my god, I almost mentioned earlier that, like, when I ate all that chocolate, there was one day in particular where I ate way too much of it. When I went to bed, my palm smelled like maple syrup for the first time in my life. I had never experienced that. It was so scary. I thought I was gonna leave this world. But I woke up the next morning just fine, so. It's my goated digestive system. Alright. What's all this about? Do you think I could snipe this guy from the shadows successfully? How far does the traveler's bow go? Bogo. Bingo! I love to win. Okay. Bogo's minted? Huh? Or no, what does he say? What? Hey, did you get those photos printed? Bogo's minted? What? Alright. Should we take off the rest of them? Because they're all sleeping. If we get the other watcher at the watchtower, we could sneak up and stab the rest of them in their sleep. Which is the most dishonorable way to get this done, but early game, that's honestly the best way. Secretly an alien? I honestly used to feel that way. No, I think I'm just silly. I'm just a silly guy. Alright. Oh no! Don't! Oh, that was close. That would have been really bad. I don't think I could get all of them with one broken claymore. Ah. Alright. From here, we're basically set. Speaking of aliens, though, I saw a lot of people comparing me to Ren Senpai, which made me really happy because I really admire him. I think it was specifically the fact that we both have our own little distinctive laugh, right? I don't, because I have kind of like the caveman laugh where I'm just like, I can't even imitate it on purpose, but, and then he's got kind of the, you know, the infamous, I think we both also have that like, that kind of smile that, yeah, I'd love to work with him someday. Love that guy. All right. Oh, that feels so good. I am a ninja. Shinobu. Boom! One more. Another one bites the dust. Dicta. There's actually a really ninja adjacent costume that you can get in this game when you visit Shika Village, Kakariko Village rather. It's really, really cool. I like to wear that one at night. More money. All right. I need to focus. We got to get off of this plateau. That's my goal for today, by the way. When I do Zelda streams or any game with like milestones, rather than setting a time limit, what I like to do is I like to set a milestone, right? So today I really want to get off of the plateau is my goal for today. It could take me 3 hours. It could take me 7 hours if I really space it out like I'm doing right now. Where's his cabin again? I know where it is on the map. So if I look at the map, his cabin is like here-ish. Or wait. I think it's here. But is it actually closer to Hopper Pond? I remember it being like in either this bushel of trees or this one. Like near the Forest of Spirits or in the Forest of Spirits. But maybe I'm wrong. Sometimes you can tell just by looking though, because they're like this is a bird's eye view. It's a bird's eye topography, so you can see buildings and structures, right? Like you can see the ruined Temple of Time here, or Eastern Abbey, where we died for the first time. But I don't think you can see his cabin because it's covered by trees. Let's try... Wait, which way am I facing right now? Let's go east. Because that's where I think it is. Topography. Why are you nerd emojiing me? Is that a nerd word? Can you be normal? Can you behave for once, please? I don't know what your problem is. Become dirt. Boom. I'm taking these guys down because I need more weapons, and you can use their arms if you want to. All right, where's the other one? Where's the rest of you? No, can you? It is not worth it at this point. What the heck? Don't make me pull out my bow and waste an arrow on you. Okay. I love when you can ask them to behave and be normal. Is that not like bare minimum? Is that not bare minimum? Good night to anybody hopping off, by the way. Thank you so much for stopping by. See you later. Okay. Let's see. So this is east. I need to pay attention to the cardinal. They don't know it was me. They know it was me! Ah! No! Oh, I forgot to take my stamina. Ah! Wait. Can I do this still? No, please! Please. Okay. Ooh. Scary. Everything in this world is intimidating when you've only got 3 hearts. Oh, I thought I'd get away with it if I hid. I don't normally do that. Usually I'll just run up and take it and then jump up into the nearest body of water or something like that. What I love to do though is when they're near enough to a like a bokoblin or something that you can pin it on an enemy. And then they go towards the enemy, I think. The behavior for all the things in this game are so cool. It's all just so fun. Okay, this way is where I was heading. Where's his cabin? It'll probably be easier to find at this hour as well, now that it's starting to have some daylight. So this is the... Is this the one that I took out? No, this is another one. Or is it? Yeah, this is another one. They're living. We'll leave them alone for now. They do my bidding. It's like a little army of bees. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna keep heading where I think it is. Because I think it's in this general area, just with my general memory of my approximate memory of the map. But the Great Plateau is honestly the hardest one for me to remember because I've been through it and like reached it the least number of times. Because there's very few reasons to go back to the Great Plateau in the first game. Where in Hylia's name is this man's cabin? Is it up this hill? I'm stumped. Do you hear that? I smelled breakfast, but I guess it got away. It's all green, right? Fun trivia. I don't know if this is confirmed, but I remember it, and I think I heard it in the official statement, but I don't remember for sure. But a lot of people weren't very happy with the fact that Link had a blue outfit in this game, right? But I think the reason for that was actually because of the backgrounds being mostly green. They wanted him to very clearly stand out in the cel-shaded style against the background. So that's the reason they made him blue, I think. But I can't remember if that's true, so if that's like absolutely true. So don't quote me on it, but it makes sense though, from a design standpoint. Like a game design and character design standpoint. So I think it's pretty cool. Though personally, when I play this game, what I do is I get the Hylian tunic and then I dye it green because then it makes me feel like I'm a real Link. Yeah. And then I dye the pants white usually, or just leave them the regular color. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah. Where in the name of Hylia is this cabin? It's supposed to be like right here in my memory. Maybe it was closer to Hopper Pond after all. Or maybe it's like in... Wait, is this the cabin right here? Let's go this way. I'm I'm really bad when it comes to exhausting my stamina wheel. I try to get it right to the edge, but no. I get too excited. I press and hold. Doesn't this game have the Gerudo outfit? It does. It does in fact have the Gerudo outfit. I think it looks really, really cute on Link. I think it got really, really popular at one point actually because of how cute it looks. Yeah, I really, I think of all of the civilizations in the Zelda games, the Gerudo are historically my favorite. Like in every game they appear, they're my favorite. I just think they're so cool. I love those strong women. They're so cool. We can make a fun little salad. Okay. I'm genuinely stumped about where this cabin is. I straight up might just give up on it and go elsewhere. Because I'm sure there's another way to get through to the like the winter area, the snowy mountain. What is that called again? Mount Hylia. Because to cross the river of the dead, you have to be able to withstand the cold, right? There are two ways I remember. You can get either, you can do the warm doublet, which is like this warmer top that you can wear. You get it from the old man. Or you can eat a bunch of spicy things in an elixir or in a food. Spicy meat and seafood fry, I think is what it was called. I remember that one really vividly because I remember the rhythm on it is really appealing because it's onomatopoeic, or not onomatopoeic, what is the word? It's iambic. Iambic. Like the heartbeat rhythm for speech. Like da 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 da. Spicy meat and seafood fry. Isn't that cool? Opposite direction? Oh man, has it been? Is it in? I'm gonna be so mad if this is the cabin right here. I vividly remember it being in this, like the Forest of Spirits. That's kind of embarrassing. Since you really like Zelda, are you familiar with Ben Drowned? I think anyone with access to the internet post like 2012 knows what Ben Drowned is. Yeah, I used to be obsessed with Ben Drowned when I was younger. Because Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda game, and it always has been since I played it. My first Zelda game was actually Ocarina of Time. Fun trivia about Ocarina of Time, my parents played it a bunch, and so I would delete over one of their saves the first time I played it. And I got obsessed with it. And then, as a reward for good grades, a year or two later, they got me Majora's Mask, because it seemed that I really enjoyed the one that came before it, chronologically and also in release order. And that's the one I really fixated on. My earliest memories of these games are of, like, making colored pencil maps of the Great Bay Temple so that I could figure out how the waterways worked. Like, I remember sitting in school thinking about the layout of the dungeon so that I could, like, enjoy it when I got home. Or not even so that I could enjoy it, just because I really wanted to be home playing it already. And even when I play it, like, a second, third, or, like, by this point, honestly, at least 20th time, I really, really enjoy it. Oh, wait, I can warp. I probably should at this point, honestly. No, I'm going to stick to my guns. I like walking. I like the scenic route. Quit this game after getting stuck at the mountain. Like Death Mountain? Oh, wait, like Mount Hylia? Like on the Great Plateau? Couldn't stop freezing. Oh, no. No, it's... Yeah. Please try again. This is like the tutorial for the game. There's so much from this game. You got to try it more. You got to get further. I insist you have to. You have to. You can't stop at Mount Hylia. This is the beginning of the game. There's so much out there. You see, that's the mountain you should be worried about. Death Mountain, the volcano, that's what you should be worried about, because that sets you on fire. Hiking person? I actually am. I love a hike. I haven't been on one in a while, though, because I haven't had a group that wanted to go with me. And I think it's kind of dangerous and risky to go on hikes by yourself. So I prefer not to. I just go on little nature walks in that case if I want to go on my own. Or like I'll run loops in a parking lot. But yeah, no, I love a hike. I love to walk, and I love to see the sun, and I love to be in nature, and I just really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It feels nice to be outside. I think it makes you feel better even when you're not outside, if that makes sense. Like being outside today makes you feel better tomorrow kind of situation, you know, like an apple a day type of phrase. I don't know if that's true for everyone though, but I find that in my case, when I spend too much of my time indoors, I'm just miserable. Like everything in my body doesn't work the way it's supposed to, and I'm not happy. I have to force myself to get things done, like even basic stuff. Like like making food or showering. I'm just like miserable trying to do it if I'm not going outside regularly. So taking regular walks makes it a lot easier to handle other areas of like health and stuff like that. No. Oh, that was close. So I highly recommend it if you're able to like go out on a little walk and you don't really do that normally, or you don't otherwise have reasons to go outside. I really swear by it. It's honestly, I know it's a big cliche. People are like, ah, just be happy. But like genuinely, I think it's one of the secret super ingredients for happiness, personally. I would go out, but it's raining. I see, I see. What was your last hiking trip you enjoyed? It was a while ago. It was several years ago. But I went out with, it was with my dad and I can't remember which of my siblings came with me, but, or no, I might be misremembering. It might have been with friends, actually. Yes, it was with friends, actually. The most recent one was when I traveled to see a friend and we went on a hike. Obviously, I probably shouldn't say where it was, but it was a nice hike. It was really nice. Yeah, I honestly kind of regret that I don't do it as often as I used to. When I was still a student, I did it super often. And more than that, I would like go on my own just into the woods. I really enjoy that. Yatta! Mitsuketa! Do you like camping? I don't like camping. I need the luxuries of like a porcelain throne and like internal temperature. I can't camp. I'm sorry. Miss me with that. I want to be out during the day. We don't go out at night. We don't do that. That's scary. That's when you start hearing like random noises and voices of people in peril that aren't real. Glamping? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Miss me with the glamping. Hey, old man.
Oh, fancy that. So we meet again. I thought this tree here might make for some good firewood. However, getting a tree to fall exactly where you want it is quite an art. The trick is to turn your hips so that they land so that they face where you want the tree to land.
Ooh. It's been a while since I've had to read anything out loud.
It's best to use an axe when felling trees. A sword works in a pinch, but you'll end up ruining the blade.
Speak for yourself, geezer. Watch this. Welcome to the future, old man. How's that? What are you doing? Okay, we've already had this conversation. Don't be an NPC on me now. All right, let's steal from his belongings. There you are. Spicy pepper. This is what I was talking about. And I think he'll teach us the recipe here. Wait, hold on. I want to be sitting when I read this. Okay, this works. No! Okay, then I need to be standing. My immersion. I need to read it properly. Please be normal. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take this. Okay, we take those. The old man's diary. On this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking. And today I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood fry. I remembered. This recipe not only restores health, but it also keeps me warm, even when traveling in the snowy mountains. With this dish on my side, I no longer have need of that itchy, warm doublet. I do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. I know it contained raw meat and spicy pepper. However, I simply cannot remember what else was used. My age is catching up to me. Alright, context clues. Spicy, meat, seafood, fry. We remember the spicy and the meat. What's missing? I have no idea. I feel like Dora right now. Sadly, on this lonely plateau, I have only my own knowledge and memory to rely on. Still, if I did find someone who knew the missing ingredient, I would happily reward them with my warm doublet. It seems unlikely that such a miraculous wish will ever be fulfilled. I feel like he's writing this because he wants me to see it. He wants me to read his stuff. He wants me to snoop. He's like trusting that I'll be that kind of person. On this desolate plateau... Oh, wait, it's the same thing. Okay, we've read this already. You got any jewels for me in here? Any rupees? Any rubies? As they say in the... Wait, I'm so prone to... In a lot of Zelda games, to throw things, you walk forward and press the same button as dropping it. So I get confused sometimes. Alright. Spicy pepper. Spicy meatball. Didn't read his diary until my brother told me to because I didn't want to snoop. Oh, you're so kind. You're so considerate. Miss me with that. No, I feel like I tend to be needlessly nice in video games sometimes. Like, in a lot of games, I don't like killing things unless I have to. For example, back when I still played Genshin, this was like a billion years ago now. I don't know anything about what's going on in that game now, but back when I still played Genshin, I hated killing hilichurls. I would avoid them unless the quest required me to take them out. Because I thought they were really cute. And I felt bad for them. Okay. Let's see. Do we have any fish? We're gonna have to find a body of water. Because I know what that ingredient is. And I want that warm doublet. Because it's kinda sleek. It looks pretty cool. Aside from just being useful, right? I just think it looks really cool. Oh. Okay, I already got that one. Plays the pacifist route. I actually do in Undertale. I figure that's what the reference is here, right? I have never played the genocide route. And I know that it has the most fun boss fights, but I will never do it because it just makes me too sad. I just... Like the weight of the... Because it really puts it in your face what you've done when you play that route, right? And I understand that it's just a video game, right? Like, I'm not that naive. And I think, again, for the gameplay challenge, it's a very... Like, there's a lot of merit to it. But I'm just so attached to the characters that I could never... That being said, it's been really fun to watch Anna Senpai grapple with Sans lately. It is also very difficult and tedious, right? It's like it doesn't even reward you. It basically punishes you and criticizes you for doing it. Can you not auto-sort in this game? Is that like Tears of the Kingdom? I find that I keep doing like the weapon select and clicking the Y button to bring it all to the like sort by strength or whatever. Deltarune soon. I'm really excited, actually. If I can get perms to play it, I definitely will, because I've only actually played the first chapter of Deltarune when it came out, and I don't remember it very well. I've forgotten almost all of Deltarune Chapter 1, and I don't know anything about Chapter 2. Do we have Chapter 3 already, or is that the one that's going to come out? Whatever it is, I want to play them all in direct sequence. Some of them for the first time, and then Chapter 1 for the first time in years when it comes out. Oh, scary. Where's a good body of water? Okay, straight line. 3 and 4. Oh, back to back. Let's go. Do we know how many chapters there will be in the whole game? Has Toby Fox announced that? Is he like public about how long the game will be? All I know is that when the first chapter came out, he was like, I will be old in age when this game is finished, if it is finished, or something like that. Like, he was like, I will never finish this game. It will take so long. So don't look forward to it, is basically what he said. I was like, okay, I guess I'll wait. 6 or 7, it seems? Around 7? 7? That sounds good. So he'll get us about halfway there, just over halfway there with this release, right? That's exciting. I wonder if he'll do, like, bulk releases for the chapters after that, honestly. Because he did chapters 1 and 2 individually, right? And now it looks like 3 and 4 is a pair that comes out at once. It could be pretty epic and poggers if he did like 5, 6, 7 and... Or no, 5, 6, and 7 at once. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, let's get some Hylian bass. I think you can catch those here. Hello? Any fish? Pretty please? Ah, I love the ambient sound design in this game. I guess you can't catch any here, because I'm not seeing any. Wait. I see like little... No, I think that's just light. I'll bomb it anyway, but I think that's just light. I don't think anything's gonna float up. Oh yeah, I'm a bomb fisher, by the way. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but that's kind of like the easiest way to... I saw a splash. And where there is splash, there is food. Do you see him? Target in sight. Targets, plural, in sight. Oh, this is really embarrassing at this point. All right, do-over. Bingo! What was that throw? Don't make fun of me! I did the best I could. No, that was not my best. I deserve this. That's what we call learning from our mistakes, right? Okay. Let's see. Do I want to walk all the way? I have to walk all the way back here. That's the only way there. All right. Ha ha ha. Love bomb fishing in Lurlin Village. Yes, because they have those really cute tropical oceanic fish. They're so good. Glad you didn't go to basketball. I would never have been able to do basketball. I actually tried it when I was younger because I was always told growing up that I should play it, right? I never tried out for the team, right? But I would try to play it with my classmates in gym class. I was always good at defending it, right? I was good at defending the basket because I was taller than everybody else, at least in my class. But I could never throw a successful, I could never get a ball through the hoop. I could never get it into the basket. And that's like the whole, it's literally in the name of the game, right? All right, we're going back to bombing enemies instead of fighting them properly. I guess I'm the enemy this time. That's kind of embarrassing. I'm prone to such undignified ends when I'm this early in game. I'm so clumsy. This is a real tragedy. I don't know if like me saying that I've played these games hundreds of times or that I've like loved them very much gives the impression that I'm going to be good at them. Let's clear that up right away. I will play something 1,000 times and I will not improve at all. And I kind of enjoy that, honestly. Because then it makes every single time feel fresh for me. All right, redemption. All right, bundle up. All right, banger. Actually, no. Let's use these. Flurry rush, first one of the game. Let's go. And now I got what I wanted. I'd honestly just run away from the rest of them at this point, but I could use the teeth. I need to collect their teeth. Where's the rest of you? Where's the rest of you? Oh, scary. Okay, hold on. Wait, did the skeletons just lead them to me? Is he running up to look for me? What the heck? That's so unfair. I can never get perfect flurry rushes with enemies that aren't linnels. I am actually pretty good at that, at least. Like normally. I don't think I'm going to be able to successfully pull those off until I figure out the problem with my monitor, my second monitor that I was going to play on. Because I mentioned earlier, that was one of the things that was giving me issues. That was the first thing. First thing was that I couldn't connect to my second monitor. Second thing was that my capture card wasn't sending any visuals to my PC. Third and final thing was that it wasn't sending any audio. I managed to fix the second and third, but I could not figure out the first. So there's like a slight delay between when I press a button and when it is reflected in the game. Watch this. Boom! And now we've got dinner. Itadakimasu. Nom 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 nom. Goso-sama deshita. Gochi so summer dish tar. And what's your problem? You know what's kind of gross about the Stalfos arms is that as you're holding them, you can see them wriggling around. Hold on. Let me put this away so you can see it nice and close. Like they're still wriggling. Isn't that gross? All right. Do I have any swords? It's not fair. I want a sword. Where's my sword? Ooh. I love when the game sets up victories like this for you. Okay, hold on. First things first. We gotta get the guy with the horn. So that he can't warn the others. See if we can do it from behind. It's kind of hard when he's facing away from you. But... No! Oh, thank gosh. That was so close. Do you see that? That was like a millisecond away. The second we hear that... That's when we're done for. That's when we're busted. Alright. I keep making these split-second saves with these. It's because the range on this bow is so short compared to what I like in the game. I love the really long range ones. Rather than like aiming a quick shot with a short-range bow, what I really love is to sit and really perfect a really distant shot. No, 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 no. I'm not here. Don't look for me. No, that's not what I wanted to happen. Just go back to bed. No, 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 no. I sound like that guy who gets like splashed with the water of despair in the bathroom stall. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where someone like splashes like a bottle of water over the stall while he's in there. And he's like, what? No. All right, kaboom time. I love the bombs in this game. Bombs are so fun. I love explosives. I should not be allowed to handle any real explosives ever. Watch this. Oh wait, one still lives. Which means that it's probably not a red one. This could be our first big encounter. Oh, scary! Wait, take the weapon! Yes! Take the other one before it catches on fire and burns to nothing. Okay, let's get rid of the waste. Yatta! Orewa shosa. Victory! Okay. I love to win. It feels so good. Na na da 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 da. I love the fire arrows. They're so fun to use. I love the way that they look too. Hold on, I need you to see one of these. Or wait, that was the wrong button. Can I change this while I'm... That's how you do it. Look at how pretty. Isn't that pretty? I love it so much. Okay. Planning on fighting a Linnell anytime soon. Is it Linnell or Lionel, by the way? Have they ever said that out loud? Because I've never heard it out loud, and I never know what way to pronounce it. Linnell, like lint, or Lionel, like lion. Maybe Lionel, like lion, right? Because they look lion-like. Yeah, no, not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. I'm gonna need some gear. What's the Japanese name for those? Do you know? I'm curious, actually. I'm Googling this. I need to know what they're called. Okay. Lionel. So it's Lionel for sure, right? It's Lionel. Okay. Let me pull the game back up. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna touch a Lionel anytime soon. Sorry for the pause as well. I had to check Slack for a second. Had to make sure I wasn't missing anything super important. Okay. Wait, which way am I going? Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna go to the old man's cabin again. I'm a player. I'ma play my game. I'm a slayer and I claim the fame. Japanese translation for check is so real. I feel like it's kind of necessary with Zelda. It's especially rough for me because, you know, my first exposure to the game, like I mentioned, was from my parents who really, really loved it. They played it a bunch before I was born, and I think they have a lot of pronunciations wrong for some of the recurring names. And and I kind of inherited a lot of those for years. I'm trying to think of an example for one. What is a good one? What is a good one? I'm blanking. Yeah, no, there are quite a few of them that I picked up, and I had to like relearn over the years. Oh, here's one. Sculptulas, right? I assume that they're sculptula, like tarantula, like chola, tarantula with a T. But they said sculptula. So for years, that's what I called them. Back off. I would like your teeth, please. Thank you. Yeah, I think they're actually called sculptulas. That's one I picked up and had to relearn. Have your parents played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? My dad doesn't really play video games anymore. He's got a job. You know what I mean when I said like he's a very no nonsense kind of man now. He's not the same man he was when he played Zelda for the first time. But my mom is obsessed with Breath of the Wild. Actually, she plays it a lot. I think she has even more cumulative hours in it than me. And she's actually borrowing Tears of the Kingdom from me right now. She's playing it for the first time. And she really likes it, but she's really overwhelmed by all the controls. So that's what she doesn't like as much. You know, she's very used to Breath of the Wild because she's been playing that and only that. That's like the only game she touches now. And she's been playing that for years now. So she's kind of frustrated adjusting to the new controls. But she's having fun, I think. Yeah, she's a gamer. Should we wake him up? Wake up! Lock in!
What is it? Just when I was finally able to fall asleep.
What are you doing?
Bah, can't you tell when an old man is sound asleep? Let's talk in the morning.
The sun is out. It's morning, girl. Wake up.
There's a fire outside if you're looking to pass the time.
Okay, bye, I guess.
So wish to acquire the paraglider, you must put in the effort.
So many builds you could play forever. Yeah, oh, I didn't finish talking about this earlier. Breath of the Wild, I never finished in the sense that I never got all the Korok seeds specifically. But with Tears of the Kingdom, I genuinely, there are some quests, like regular quests that I haven't finished. And like builds that I haven't found. And, you know, I found all the shrines. And I found all of the, like, everything underground as well. In the depths, but... Like, there's some important stuff that I still haven't touched, and that's by design. I like to...
Not by chance. By design.
It's by design because... I find comfort in the thought that there's a Zelda game that I haven't finished yet. You know what I mean? Alright, spicy meat and seafood fry. So we'll do... Spice, meat, and... seafood. Might as well add... Should we add anything else? No, we'll just do these three. We need just the food itself. Because I think we actually trade the food for the doublet. Did you hear him humming, by the way? A really cute thing about the cooking in this game is that Link will actually hum while cooking, and he'll hum songs from previous games. My favorite one that he does, I think he does this one. He'll hum Midna's theme, like her motif. He'll go, It's really cute. Yeah, most of the songs that he'll hum are like songs that you can play, like on the games where you have an instrument. I think it's really, really cute. I love this Link. I think he's the cutest of all the Links. Just look at this guy. Look at this stud. This little manlet. Okay, where's the old man? Where's my grandpa? I think Midna has my favorite like melodic motif ever though. Not even just like in like Midna's Lament, but also just her general theme where it's like la 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 la. I brought you lunch.
How is your shrine exploration going?
What are you doing?
I thought this tree here might make for some good firewood. So, I see you found my axe. Why not help me out and give it a few swings? I'm working up quite a sweat here, but these bones could use a break.
I want to give you food! How do I give him food? I want his doublet. Do I have to show up at night or something? Song of Storms? That's a banger. That's a banger. When he becomes John Mulaney. I think watching his earliest specials over and over again really did kind of seep its way into my delivery of a lot of things, I fear. I might not be safe from the John Mulaney inflection of like, what do you want, huh? Just very like barking up a carnival. Somebody's trying to bark up a carnival in this bathroom. Do you play Genshin? Not anymore. I haven't played in a long while. I don't know anything that's going on in that game. And I don't think I'll pick it up again, personally. I've missed too much, and I've got too much else that I'm focused on, I think. Yeah. I do wonder about picking up some of the similar games, though, because I have a new friend who really likes Star Rail specifically. He's been playing that a lot. And I'm curious about whether I could play it with him. Maybe even on stream sometime. I'm also really curious about Zenless Zone Zero, because the cutscenes and the the teasers. The teasers seem really high quality. Yeah, I've never played any of them other than Genshin. And Genshin, I don't know if I'm going to pick it up again. But I got super invested in it when I still played. I was a big lore freak. I would read every single... Like, I read the artifact lore. I knew the Wanderer's backstory before it was, like, properly executed as a cutscene or anything because of the artifact lore. Like, I was that level of obsessed with it. I would read everything, and then I would make OCs for it. It was ridiculous. I was obsessed with it.
This body of mine isn't what it used to be. Recovering from a bout of hard work takes a while. If you're hungry, I have a pot you can use to cook yourself a meal.
I cooked something for you.
Wait, is that... That looks just like my signature perfect dish, spicy meat and seafood fry! But how did you... Well, I suppose that is not important. Can I trouble you to share the recipe? Ah, of course! Hyrule Bass! How could I have forgotten? Well done. Now, please allow me to reward your culinary efforts with this warm doublet.
Yatta! Yatta! Yatta!
With that, you will be able to resist the bite of colder environments. As for me, I know a great spicy meat and seafood fry recipe, so I can do without that warm doublet.
Let's go! Watch this. Bingo! Doesn't he look so cool? Nice and snug. Alright, where from here? Should we try to climb up there from down here? Can we? I don't think we'd have enough of a foothold. I can't remember how to get up there. But there's a path here, so I might as well. I remember why he kept yapping on and on about the axe now. Watch this. Alright, fingies crossed. Please. Please. Yes! Oh man, we're at the point where we're gonna have to start actually throwing away weapons soon. Okay. No. What's that all about? Huh? Okay. Don't look down. Oh! You can't just literally craft a skyscraper in this game out of nowhere. Yeah, that's one of the things my mom also doesn't like about Tears of the Kingdom. She thinks that the puzzles are too easy to solve. And I guess that's kind of fair, but that's only if you're willing to solve them the easy way. I think that the fact that it's so versatile means that you can solve it in a bunch of different ways, which is what I really love to do. Like, I like to try things that I know probably aren't going to work because I enjoy the thought that it might work, you know? It excites me to think I might pull off something really cool. Wait, the sound that it makes is kind of satisfying. Hold on, listen to that again. Okay, no more. Yeah, 本当に助かるね。Okay. Careful now. I love the little bubbles above their noses. It makes me think of in Super Mario 64. Sorry, I feel like I'm just yapping about every Nintendo franchise ever about at this point, but like that was scary. Anyway, the piranha plants, where if you get close enough to them, you can hear a little lullaby. The one that goes bling, 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 Blink, blink, blink. Xenoblade fan. That's another one that I've always wanted to get into. I got Xenoblade 2, and I played about 3 or 4 hours worth of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But then the next day I was going to play it, I had some really important work to do. I think we might have been moving homes at the time or something like that. And I got distracted. And then by the time I finished whatever that process was, I wasn't playing it anymore. I never got back to it. So I don't know anything about what happens. I know I was really interested in it, though. I met Pyra, I think, the reddish pinkish one. I met that one, unless that's the other one. But I met that one, the first one that you get in your funny little sword. And I really liked Rex. I thought he was really cool. As for, I think his name's Shulk in the first one, right? Don't know anything about him. I just know he was in Super Smash Bros. I'm very curious about that because I have a dear friend who really, really, really loves the game and will like normally talk at length about it, but has deliberately vowed to avoid it around me, specifically so that I don't get spoiled because they want me to play it. Yeah, I've been very curious about it. Would be fun to stream. I see. I have another friend who's actually streamed a ton of it, so I figure they're probably a good example for me. Backlogged Nintendo games? So many. So many. Rest assured, that's basically like 80% of what I want to play. And the main reason that I'm sticking to the games that I'm sticking to right now specifically are just a matter of hardware that I have at my disposal right now. I have some limitations, but trust me, like a few months down the line, it will not be a concern anymore. So I'll have a lot more that I can do. I'm very, very excited. Fire Emblem. That's the one I was trying to think of earlier. I named Pikmin and Metroid as two of the major Nintendo franchises that I knew about but never played. The third one that I couldn't think of was Fire Emblem. That one I know that I'd be obsessed with because it has like a high fantasy setting and design scheme, and it has like the really cute and cool battle voice acting that isn't actually words, and they have swords. They all have swords. What the heck? Yeah, no, I'd be obsessed with Fire Emblem. Any of the Persona games? I desperately want to. I really, really particularly want to play Persona 5 because I really, really love the music and the aesthetics that I've been exposed to over the years since it was released, but I've never played it. I'd be scared to play it on stream, though, because I've heard that one is like a bajillion hours. Like insane completion time, especially if you're like me and you take your time, because, you know, I need to read every word. I need to see every possible outcome. I feel like I'd be old and gray by the time we finished it on stream. 100 hours. Oh my goodness. Maybe in the future. Yeah. Whoa! Ah! No! Ah! Ah, it's so painful. It was right at the end. It was right at the end. Please tell me there's like a quick save right before the top. That would be so nice. Okay, I'm gonna stretch. Big stretch. Ah! Oh! Oh, did you hear that pop? My back just popped. Oh! Oh. And I'm at the bottom. All right, all in a day's work for the hero of the wild. Ow, no, it felt good. You're old? No, I just have terrible sitting posture. Yeah, no, I'm just fine. I actually find it really satisfying when that happens. I find, especially when I'm working, I'm fine. And normally when I'm streaming, I'm fine. But if I'm specifically gaming on stream, I assume the shellfish posture, right? The prawn, the shrimp. I start shrimping up. I'm like... Yeah, the shrimp posture. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, I'm sitting like a prawn. I have to correct it. Posture check. Shrimple is that. I love shrimp so much. I don't know if I mentioned that when I was yapping about food, but I love shrimp. That's one of my favorite seafoods ever. I have it a bit more often than crab, so it's kind of like it's one that I can treat myself to more often. When it comes to crab, if I'm really craving it, I usually will just get like the tsurimi imitation stuff, and I'll put it in pasta is what I'll do. I love making like a crab pasta or a crab salad. So good. I know they call it crab pasta, crab salad, but it's not real crab. But it might as well be when it's mixed with other ingredients. Like, you can obviously tell that it's not the same and it's not quite as good as real crab when it's by itself, but when it's serving as an ingredient, it would honestly be a waste to get crab, like real crab for that, I feel. Like real crab, you got to eat that by itself with drawn butter or with like a nice, like season it up in a bag. Oh, so good. I'd kill for some crab right now. I hope I can have some soon. Maybe have like a little party or something. How do you feel about salmon? When it comes to fish specifically, rather than seafood, because I distinguish between those, right? I don't like cooked fish super much, like a lot. What is the word I'm looking for? A ton. I don't really like cooked fish, but I love sushi. Every time I've had sushi, I've thought it was really, really good. I heard the battle music cue. Where is it? I heard the tom-tom-tom. Sashimi? Yes! That was actually one of the first things I had when I went to Japan with the boys. I had this little sashimi platter. It was really, really nice. I liked it a lot. Because sashimi, the distinguished... No! Wow. I was supposed to jump at the end. Sorry. Alright. Third time's the charm, as they say, right? Oh, man. Yeah, I think the main distinguishing feature between sashimi versus sushi is that sushi is just wrapped and like rice-loaded sashimi, basically, right? Like it's sashimi on rice, usually with a seaweed wrap, but not always. Basically the same thing. Sashimi debuff. Yeah, it's because I started talking about food. I got distracted. Gotta lock in. Lock in, Kaelix. All right. Have you been to the conveyor belt sushi place or like any kind of it? Like I never. I don't think so. Nope. I've never been to it. First time I had sushi was when I visited a friend, still in America, right? Still in the States, but it was in a coastal area. And we would like order it in every time we wanted it. We would order it in. And it was really good. It was good sushi. Or at least by my standards. Again, my standard might not be that high. I might not actually know what good sushi tastes like, but the only time I've ever had it in a restaurant at all was actually... No, actually, I don't think I've ever had it in any restaurant, including a conveyor restaurant. Because now that I think about it, when I had it in Japan, it was actually like they had brought it to us. They had brought it to us and loaded it on one of the tables for one of our meetings as a little break. Or something like that. Like they bought it from a store. Because when I went to the restaurant, it was for sashimi, not sushi. So I don't think I've ever had it before in a restaurant. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had it in a restaurant before. Sushiro when you go to Japan again. Sushiro! Okay, I'll try to remember that. I definitely need recommendations because I need to like... I'm trying to figure out when I can do a revenge trip with the boys because a lot of stuff, like I mentioned, got canceled because I got really, really sick after the first day. And so I didn't really get to go out after that. I'm thankful that we got to go to Shibuya at least and got to see some cool stuff there. And we went to a nice restaurant the first night, of course. But yeah, there's a lot that I missed out on. Hamazushi. It's the best. I see. Hamazushi. I'll try to remember that. Kyoto. That's what I really, really want to do. For a revenge trip, I really want to go somewhere like historic because I'm very interested in history and culture. Just in general, like for any culture, but especially Japanese history and culture. Surprising nobody, right? But it would really, really excite me to like see like a temple or a shrine. That'd be really, really nice. And onsen? I'd kind of like to. I feel like it's kind of embarrassing for anybody who's not Japanese. Or I think they do the same thing in like Korea as well, right? Maybe adjacent countries as well. But in America, to name like where I come from, right? It's really, really unusual to bathe with other people, especially if you're not family and you're not like a baby. Because you know, like you might bathe with your parents when you're really, really small and you can't take care of yourself, but it's really, really unusual. You don't really see it here. Or at least I think it's unusual. You don't hear about it. I think it's like its own niche in the States. So it's seen as more intimate. Yeah, right? And I find that a lot of, especially between men, I find that a lot of friendships between men are a little too insecure for that kind of thing. But I personally don't think anything of it. I think we're all just animals anyway. So I'm curious about whether I would feel any kind of way. You know, I'm curious about whether I'd feel any sense of closeness or like whether I'd be embarrassed or anything that you typically expect from that kind of experience, right? Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling rune. Two guys 5 feet apart in the hot tub because they're not gay. Two bros. We're all just animals anyway. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah, right? We're all just a bunch of apes. Just a bunch of Just a bunch of, what is the word? Just a bunch of sapiens. No homo. In Hamadzushi, you can hear Hanae Natsuki's voice. Oh, is it? This is what I was talking about earlier. I've been told by multiple people that I talk too much like a seiyu when it comes to speaking Japanese, and that's because what Japanese I've acquired has been through watching anime. And my biggest inspiration is actually Hanae Natsuki. Oh god. Okay. Let's see if we can stop it right before it falls off. Okay, that was kind of embarrassing. But I'm gonna get it this time. Watch. I'm gonna be so cool. You ready for this? You ready? Ah! Okay. I was certain I was gonna miss it that time and it would have been even more embarrassing. Please, 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 please let me win. Oh. Scary. Okay. Traveler's Shield. I like this shield. I love the wooden shields with the little designs on them because they make me think of the Ordon shield from Twilight Princess, which I really, really love. I protect that shield like it's my baby because in Twilight Princess, if you burn that shield up, you can't replace it. Like, you can replace it with another wooden shield, but it's not the same one. How do I drop these things? Do I just pick that up later? Or am I just mixing things up between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom? Can you not, like, drop things from that menu anymore? Oh, wait, that's not even the menu I needed to drop from. All right, watch this. I'm gonna use this Bokoblin arm, because we don't need her anymore. All right. Throw it with R. Oh, okay, 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 okay. Did you hear him? He said, hmm? Okay, vocal club. We're gonna launch him into the monk. Oh, I guess there's like a time limit on it. I remember, and later in the game you can upgrade the time limit, right? I think that's how it works. Okay.
Your resourcefulness in overcoming this trial speaks to the promise of a hero. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I bestow upon you this spirit orb.
All right. Na 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 na. Adding a plus to the runes. Yeah, it makes them like recharge faster, right? What's your favorite rune besides bombs? Honestly, probably stasis. Or maybe, no, I think it's magnesis, specifically because there are a lot of areas in the game where they'll set up bokoblins and moblins and like Lazalfos, and they'll have them just out of earshot so they can't see you or hear you getting ready to snipe them out. And what you can do is you can pick up these giant metal boxes and just drop them on their heads and crush them like bugs. That's my favorite thing to do in this game. I didn't think so. You want some? Come get some! Just had to be different, right? Just had to be different with your... Oh, let's not whistle now. That's a dangerous thing to do. Alright. Let's see. I'll take your teeth, please. Did you have any teeth? No? Okay. Guess you lost them in your age, your advanced age. Alright, let's see. Oh, wait. I love that they do this too. I mentioned earlier, the Great Plateau is all about tutorial mode, right? They will always include a little, like, a little tutorial example right out of the shrines that give you these runes. Or wait, let's do this one. All right, that should be enough. Watch this. Yippee! Traveler's Bow. I needed another one of those because I feel like I'm gonna break my first one pretty soon. All right, we'll keep that on our person. Can we climb up to the top of the mountain? Yeah, we got a little foothold here. Favorite tea? Definitely Throat Coat Original Licorice. It's so good. But others that I like, I really love ginger tea. I'll have that sometimes if I'm not supplied on Throat Coat, because it functions really similarly to licorice. Oh, there's one I tried for the first time very recently that was really good, but I can't remember the name or even the ingredients in it. But it had a very sharp taste that was similar to ginger. But it also had cinnamon and also licorice in it, so it was like doubled up. Let's not jump. Our stamina wheel is too small. We gotta use up everything until the very end, then we jump. Jasmine tea? I've never had it. I'd really like to try it. Really like to try it. Yuzu honey. I really want to try specialty honey. A friend of mine has been recommending Manuka honey a lot, but I've never had it before. I just get standard, like, actually, I don't know if it's standard. This might actually be considered specialty just because it's not, like, mass-produced, but we get local honey. There's this guy in my hometown who, he has his own bees, and he will collect the honey in jars, and he sells them for really cheap in a certain area on the interstate, so. Milk teas. I like one every now and then. I especially love popping boba. I've only had that once or twice, but it was really good both times. Do you like chai? I love chai. I've only had chai once, but it was really, really, really good. So I'd love to try it again sometime. All right. Let's get up here. Is this the way? Like just up the mountain? Honey lemon ginger tea is really good. I see. I'll have to try that. I have had like a lemon infused tea otherwise though. Maybe not honey lemon, but that was pretty interesting. What was really interesting recently as in like a month or two ago, for the first time I tried this one that was like true blueberry flavored, right? It was blueberry infused and it had other herbs and stuff, right? Naturally tea, but it honestly tasted a lot just like blueberry juice. Like it tasted like I was drinking a fruit juice more than a tea. It was really interesting. How long will you stream for? Today, my goal is to get off of the plateau to finish the tutorial. So once we find all 3 of the shrines and collect them and then get off the plateau, I think we'll wrap up there. I do have some stuff I have to take care of this evening. Honestly, normally I'd want to keep going even with the milestone, but I have to really consider my time and also my voice, most importantly. Because if I go for too long, I won't be able to record. And I do have some stuff I have to record pretty soon. So yeah, but that's our milestone for today. We're going to get off the plateau. We'll pick up wherever we leave off there next week. There's one long tutorial. It's just because I hate teleporting in this game. This tutorial takes a tiny, tiny fraction of the time if you're willing to teleport. I think I'll start teleporting once we get off the plateau anyway. But I just really I really enjoy and love walking and taking the scenic route, especially while talking with others. Like a lot of the time when I pull up Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, I'll get my horse from a stable, and then I'll just follow the path wherever it takes me while I'm on the phone with somebody. Don't overwork yourself since you're streaming all week. Yeah, that's another reason I have to be careful. I cannot pull off like a 7-hour streaming day anytime soon because, you know, in addition to recording, I also have the karaoke coming up. And if I lose my voice, I won't be able to do it, which would be really lame. All right. Let's get our funny little chest. There are a bunch of these out here too, by the way. There's some really cool costumes in these. One of them is actually Xenoblade. Xenoblade came up earlier, right? There's in the DLC costumes, one of them is a Xenoblade Chronicles outfit, like Rex's outfit from Xenoblade 2. All right, can I successfully jump far enough to... Can I use this as a foothold? This is my really annoying trait in this game. I love to let go as often as I can to see if it will let me run up instead of climbing so that you can regain some stamina. Which is kind of goofy because logically speaking, it'd be the opposite, right? It would take you way more stamina to run up an incline like this than it would to keep hold of it. Just Billy Goat the mountain. Yes, that's exactly what I do. I do it like a goat. Goats, those Billy Goats can walk up pretty much any incline as long as it's not straight up, like directly vertical. If it's even just at a slight angle, they can do it. They're so crazy with that. They're so goated. Majority of the game is all about exploring. Teleporting isn't really fun. Right? That's how I feel. I enjoy the ambience, and I just think the sound design in this game is so masterful that when I play, I really feel like I'm there. And for me, when I imagine that I'm going to as like any iteration of Hyrule or any Zelda game, I don't imagine teleporting around personally. I imagine taking a horse or walking. And I tried to do the same thing in Final Fantasy XIV, but that became too much for me to handle. I started just taking the Aetheorite network. Some games is too much for me, even for me.
Sheikah Slate authenticated. Distilling rune.
I love this stuff. I live for this. Once I got a horse, I just gallop through the map. It's so good, especially when you get close enough friendship with the horses, because then they'll just stick to the path for you. And I find that I don't really pull out the map often. I mentioned earlier that I used to be able to place things on the map really easily, but I don't normally need it. Because after a certain point, you can just look in a general direction and follow the path to that place. And you'll usually find it. Alright, watch this. The cold never bothered me anyway. Piece of your soul, isn't it? It really is. It really is. my beautiful soul, as Sable would put it. We still haven't given context on that, have we? We'll have to explain that sometime. It's a bit of an inside joke. It's really not that funny though, but it cracks us up. Actually, no. We're gonna snipe. That was really embarrassing. Okay. Second time's the charm. Come on. I guess I'm just not hitting them in the eye. Because I think you can do a lot more damage if you hit these guys in the eye. But I may be misremembering something about that. Or else just missing it. I cannot always be an expert sniper, I fear. Alright, here up first. Alright, let's go. Hi, Sable. Sorry for calling you out. I'll always be a beautiful soul. I'm still gonna take it as an insult. No, I'm kidding. Oh, we gotta give context. We gotta give context. Would it be a bad time to do it now? I'm always watching. I was just playing, by the way.
You're resourceful.
Bad? Okay. Okay. Yeah, we should do it as a group. I don't want to steal it away. I don't want to be greedy. That's what I was thinking. In due time. Just gotta be patient. All the more reason to show up to the Pilk Shot Roulette on Sable's channel this Friday. Am I learning the tools of promotion? am I mastering your trade well enough? Do I make you proud, Sable? Tease chat for extra days, you know. Sasunga saveru. Sasunga saveru. All right. I think that's the last one. Oh! Whoa! This guy's cool. Still handsome. Look at this man.
With this, you now have acquired all of the spirit orbs from the shrines on this plateau. Extraordinary. That means it is finally time. Link, it is finally time for me to tell you everything. But first...
Is he gonna tell me a story?
Imagine an X on your map, with the 4 shrines as the endpoints. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Do you understand? Where 2 lines connecting the shrines would cross. There, I will be waiting.
What just happened? Did he just pass on? What happened to the old man? He just kind of exploded into spirit dust. That's so weird. Anyway. I wonder... I don't think the explosion would reach them. And if I threw it... You know what? I think I'd have better luck just sniping them from above. Oh! Oh! Up! Ah! All right, that's enough. Gloves off. Where's the rest of you? Oh, watch this. I wonder if I can get away with this. That scared me so bad. I thought I was gonna go far away enough to not. I thought you could throw those. Hatsukashii. I'm not a real gamer. I'm a fraud. It's okay. That's what this is all about. I would like your... Oh, that's a horn. I was going to say your teeth. No teeth for Mr. Debonair today. I feel like a dentist or a tooth fairy. When you think about it, the tooth fairy is kind of scary, actually. Like, just line that up in your mind, right? She collects your teeth and gives you things for it. She gives you little trinkets. Kind of like a crow, you know? Like, if you leave out treats for crows, they'll bring you back shiny stuff. Or, like, money if you train them well enough, I think. But, like, why does she want the teeth, right? Because crows, they just want some nice bread. They just want a nice taste. They want to eat something. Does the tooth fairy eat teeth or something? What's she about? What's her gig? I don't really get her... I don't get her style. Do you think I can get all the way down? Without dying? I'm so scared. Actually, no. I think this is on enough of a decline that I can just... Yes! Oh, it feels good. Sells them on the market? Who's buying teeth? Makes me think of that episode of Adventure Time when BMO decides to be a salesperson, like an entrepreneur, and he teams up with Ice King. He teams up with Simon, and they like... BMO's like piggybacking on his head, and they wear a suit that covers his face or whatever. And then they go around selling Finn and Jake's random belongings, and one of them was Finn's collection of his baby teeth. And the guy that wanted to buy them wanted to use them for a spell or something to like bioengineer little teeth soldiers to harass him. Dentists, so they can research teeth. Oh, so the tooth fairy sells them to dentists on the black market. Okay, I understand now. Favorite Adventure Time character? It's probably Finn, honestly, but I really love every single one. I don't think there's a single Adventure Time character I don't love. When I think of everyone other than Finn, though, because it's one of my, I guess it's less of a popular trait to have, but I really love the main character for most franchises. I find that because they get the most attention as the main character, they're often the most nuanced and interesting. All right. Actually, do you think it might be better to warp? No, I'm gonna, because I haven't warped a single time this game. I might as well stick it out at least till the end of the plateau. It's just a little hard when we're on these inclines, these big high cliff sides, but... favorite Adventure Time quotes that you tend to say a lot. It's really difficult to do this on command. I'm the type where a quote just comes out when the situation calls for it, unfortunately. I'm trying to think. Oh, scary. I need to get better at aiming for their faces. Scream like Finn does? I wish. He has that straight monotone. Ah! I can't do it like he does. I got nothing on Mr. Mertens. Clambulance is good. Okay, can I sneak up on these guys? I can't sneak up on them and like stab them from behind in broad daylight. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Lock in. Where's my best? We should use the Traveler. No! The Boko Spear, because these are the little red guys. They're the weakest of them all. They don't look so snazzy on the 100th day. Come on! Oh, come on, man. I'm scared to let go. I'm scared to let go. I'm scared to let go. Oh! Woo! That felt good. That felt good. Okay. Where's the Boko Club? That was really close. Oh, I get to do that thing I talked about that I love. Watch this. All right. Ah, feels good. All right, let's collect his teeth and or horns, and then we'll go get that yummy treasure. Not the evil laugh. Was that laugh too wealthy for you? Ah! 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 Could you imagine? My villain arc? Ooh. Like a what? No way. Was it that scary? What the heck? Ah man, maybe I just am scary. The boys will sometimes tell me that I'm the scariest in the room, but I've never understood where that comes from. But maybe if you guys, like if you think it too, if you think I'm scary too, I might just be scary. I might just be scary for real. I don't see it. Shivered your timbers? What? My villain arc. Cutest in the room? I think that's not facts, unfortunately, if I'm with those guys. I think their middle name for each of them is actually secretly Cutie Pie. Yeah. I know that we got a couple of no last namers, but their secret last name is Cutie Pie. It's a shared last name, but they're not related. They just both happen to come from two different families, both with the last name Cutie Pie. And Zeal Ginjoka's middle name, it's his full name is Zeal Cutie Pie Ginjoka, actually. Yeah, secret. But I'm exposing it to the world. No! Oh, God. My gut just dropped out. It was so scary. It like bottomed out. Look, we made it! It feels like reading The Lord of the Rings. Do you know what I mean? Because in The Lord of the Rings, 90% of the book is just cross country. It's just them walking and talking to each other. Tough guy Debonair. Am I tough? You think I'm tough? I try to be. I try to be. I feel like if I really locked in, I might be able to intimidate somebody, but I don't know. I get too scared sometimes if there's an actual threat. It's all about the journey, not the destination, remember? Spend 3 hours playing a tutorial that's supposed to take like 1. Maybe less. Are you a Lord of the Rings fan? Yes, but I'm a bit of a fake fan because I'm not as familiar with it as I should be for someone that likes it as much as I do. All right. Let's take these off. Gotta have a nice look. Where's the shield? Where's the shield thing? There it is. Okay. Web novels. I'm trying to think. Not recently. I used to read a lot of creepypasta when I was younger, though. Do those count as web novels? I was really obsessed with Ted the Caver specifically. I really, really like that one. Okay.
You who have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs, I can offer you great power. It appears you have claimed 4 spirit orbs. In exchange for 4 spirit orbs, I will amplify your being. So tell me what it is that you desire.
Heart container, please.
You wish for another heart container, yes?
Yeah.
I shall grant you the power you seek.
I love these so much. I love the sound it's about to make so much. Ah! And then the... Bling. I love that so much. Bling. Ah, I love the sound design in this game.
Go, and bring peace to Hyrule.
All right. Whatever you say, lady. Oh! Whoa, how'd you get up there? He's still got the funny fire around him. I think this man might be a ghost. Spooky ghost.
The blessing of the god.
Actually, I'll give him reverb too.
The blessing of the goddess has made you that much more resistant, I see. Here I am. Get up here, quickly.
Is his paraglider even real? All right, I guess we're gonna have to climb. Making me do all the work. Ah! Okay. Oh, thank goodness. I love a nice ladder. He's just a funky wizard guy. It makes me think of when there was one of Aya Senpai's tabletop campaigns. Vox Senpai, Doppio Senpai were there. Those are the two that are really important to this anecdote because, you know, Doppio Senpai was playing and he had a character, right? It was D&D, so naturally everybody has their own character with their own distinct name. Doppio was like a half-elf sorcerer or something like that. I don't remember the character's name, right? But I remember Vox's character. He was a wizard. His appearance was just a small, elderly wizard. His race was wizard. And his name was Doppio Drop Scythe. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. Oh, thank you so much for the raid, Mr. Ginjoka. Thank you so much. Did you have fun? You were playing Project Sekai, right? You were playing Puro Seka? Did you have fun? Did you impress everybody with your inhuman, freakish ability to talk while getting full combos? You scare me with that, by the way. You're crazy. I need to check out your VOD. I think we dual stream, so I wasn't able to catch it today, but I'll have a peek. I'm about to wrap up myself, so I'll have to find somebody to raid. It'll be something of a double raid.
There, young one.
Oh, he's voice acted.
Now then, the time has come to show you who I truly am.
I wonder if his name is like Rome Boss.
King Rome Bosphorus Hyrule.
I was gonna spoil it. Sorry.
I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists.
Oh, he's so cool! Ah. And I love the Hyrule Castle theme. That's one of my favorite themes from the whole franchise.
Devastated everything in its path, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me.
This man is too handsome.
Since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form.
Whose cabin was it then?
Forgive me.
No, I'm kidding.
I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago.
Oh gosh. Oh, I love this.
To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age-long past.
I live for
The
this.
Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation into malice created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales.
Oh, I love the
There is
tapestry.
also a prophecy.
It's so pretty. I want one for real. I want to put one on my wall. I want a tapestry of
The
this.
signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This
Oh, I love the divine beasts. They're so cool.
throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her
That's my
appointed
girl.
knight, chosen by
Real
the
life
sword and
girls.
shield.
Sorry.
It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule.
I
and
love the
tasked them with
champions.
duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions.
Oh, they're so good.
Solidified their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining.
The Guardians are so cool. Have you seen any of the other like development designs when they were still in beta? They used to look so scary.
Guardians and the divine beasts turn them against us.
Oh, I love the malice colors too. It's some of my favorite shades of red and pink.
Those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight gravely collapsed while defending the princess.
Haha.
And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon.
Ah, so cool.
However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Poor Zelda.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
Oh wow. With me? I don't know if I can be trusted with this.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda.
Oh, Rome.
And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link.
Huh?
You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn.
God, I love the shading in this game.
You were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later.
Huh?
The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely regenerate himself, and nothing will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link.
I love when he gets vulnerable.
But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon.
Okay.
Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point.
You don't think I'm made for that? You don't think I'm built
suggest
enough?
that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness.
I should take this more seriously.
Kakariko Village. There you will find the Elder Impa. She will tell you more about the path that lies ahead. Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of Kakariko Village.
I'm so
Make
excited.
your way past the twin summits of the Dueling Peaks. From there, follow the road as it proceeds north.
I love Impa so much. She's so good.
Go on. Here is the paraglider. Here is the paraglider, just as I promised.
My voice isn't quite the same. I don't have that sexy old man tone to it. I can't do it. Yatta! Paraglider. Geto daze. An item that you receive from the king on the Great Plateau. It allows you to sail through the sky. Pull it out while you're in the air to use it. I hope you don't mind if I substitute buttons for immersive language. That's one of my least favorite things, but I understand that you need to know which button to push as the player. I just hate reading them out loud.
With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule.
Oh, that feels so good! seeing that first quest, destroy Ganon. Like it's some small mission. That's like the whole mission statement of the game. What's this? What's that? Oh, yay. Okay, hold on. I have to drop it from my menu. I always do the wrong button. We don't need this. Yatar. Isn't that cool? Look how sleek. This one has one of the better ranges of all the bows you can get this early in the game, so I'm happy to have this. I mentioned earlier, I really like a bow that takes a little bit longer to charge, but like can hit things that are further away. Will you try a run where you head directly to Calamity Ganon without accomplishing the Divine Beasts? I fear that stream would probably never end. I'm not quite good enough. Not quite good enough. That would be very entertaining. But I'll tell you what, I may give you like a mini episode of that and take on like a Lionel too early. I may take on a Lionel too soon at some point and just run out of weapons and have to run away by the end. Where did Senshi 2.0 go? I hate to be the one to break this to you. No, maybe you want to catch the VOD. Senshi's not with us anymore. I never thought about Senshi. He is kind of similar to Senshi, isn't he? He has like the same nose shape and the same facial hair. I feel like that's what Senshi will look like when he gets on in years. I love Delicious in Dungeon so much. Senshi mention? That's my goat. All right, here's the question. Do we stop here or do we try to get to like a bed first? Because there is... When I think about it, that would probably be a good place to start next week. Right? I mentioned that my milestone was to get off the plateau, but it would feel really... You know what? I'm going to fly. I'm going to make it to the first bed. We'll make it... This will be a stream series rule. We have to reach a bed in order to save and quit the game. We have to go to bed, right? All right. So we're going to fly through the Dueling Peaks. I say fly through, but we're going to fly to the Dueling Peaks. Or rather, we're just going to fly to the ground in central Hyrule. And then we're going to walk to the Dueling Peaks. Yeah, bed percent. Bed percent. It'll be like he's napping for the whole week in between our playthroughs, right? I say weekly, but at some point I may actually make this like a day-to-day, like back-to-back game so I can make more progress in it, but I'm not sure yet. I want to play it by ear as we go, but I know for sure that I'll be playing it again next week. Not to spoil the schedule. How long will it take for you to get a horse? Watch this. I think I can get one right here. Wait, where am I on the map? I think you can find them like right in this general area. So I'll head that way. Should see some wild horses just roaming about. But I wonder if I can cook anything anytime soon. Should I go back to his little stove pot first? Because if I get a stamina dish, I can definitely catch it. Oh, look! Satori Mountain. The Lord of the Mountain is up there right now. I can't get that far right now, though. Will you get the big horse at one point? I'd really like to. I'd like to get all of them. If I use my Link amiibo, I could actually get Epona right now. And I do want to get Epona at some point. But starting out the game, it feels better to catch your first wild horse, I feel. It's really fun, and it feels nice to develop a friendship with it. But yeah, by the time I'm a goated adventurer, I want to use my Link amiibo, or one of them, to... You have the amiibo? You don't know the depths of my obsession with this franchise. I have so many. I have so many of them. Okay, where's the clump of horses that I'm remembering? Because it would be really cool to take a horse across the bridge into Dueling Peaks rather than to catch one outside of the Dueling Peaks stable. Because if I can't find any out here in the front in like Central Hyrule, I can just walk just a little bit away from the Dueling Peaks stable, which I need to go to anyway to finish this stream today. Huh? Where are they? Where am I remembering them? Am I misremembering this? I vividly remember one slightly north of the Great Plateau. So I guess we'll head that way. Yeah, Pony Doko. Hyrule Warriors. I have played it so much. I developed a deep obsession with that one because I really like the villains in Zelda more than the actual heroes or the supportive cast, the supporting cast. The villains are all my favorite characters by far. And in Hyrule Warriors, I played Hyrule Warriors DX the most on the Switch. You can play as the villains, right? I really, really loved playing as Skull Kid the most. He was my favorite. But I think that's just because he happens to be the villain for my favorite game. So it's like a double whammy of things that I like, right? Should I give up? Where are they? I know they're here. Or I thought I knew they were here. Favorite Zelda character? That is really, really hard. I think it's probably Midna, though. I got really, really emotionally attached to Midna. And when I think of Midna, I get really happy and also really sad, because then I miss Midna. You know, I'm not playing the game right now, and secret stuff as well. Yeah, I think it's probably Midna. I think Midna is one of the most compelling of all like the supporting cast characters. And I also just love the design and the lore. I get really, really invested. I love Midna. I also... Not supportive cast, or like supporting cast, but rather a villain. But I love Giraim from Skyward Sword. I just think he's so, like... It might just be because of, like, how I was when I played the game. Because I was still growing, you know? But, I found him really scary. I thought he was so imposing and intimidating, and I just love his music so much. Lock in! Lock in! Lock in! Lock in! Please! No! What's your problem? How could you do this to me? Okay, watch this. Actually, no, I shouldn't use this because these are like single damage enemies. We should use the torch. It's okay, we'll get the horsey. I specifically want that one because it suits the fantasy aesthetic that I have the most. Boko Doko. Alright, I would like your teeth, please. Teeth, please. Teeth, please. Tooth Fairy. Makes me think of that Tooth Fairy from, is it Reverse 1999? Is that what it's called? I've never played the game, but I got trailers for it a lot. For specifically this Tooth Fairy character, she had external braces. And she'd be like, with all the sweetness of plums, or something like that. It was really cool. She had a really, really good voice. All right, watch this. Maybe if I just sneak up. It's really hard to sneak up on horses during the day, though. But this one's at least by itself, which makes it easier. It's separated from the group. The main challenge with approaching horses during the day is that if one sees you, that it alerts the rest of them. So let's adjust our position so that we'll be behind it. I remember mentioning that I would have loved to like hit a stove first, because if I do that, I can like make up my stamina by eating, but I don't have any stamina dishes. And even if you eat stamina ingredients by themselves, if you just eat the ingredient, it'll only give you hearts. But I think if I approach it from the ground instead of from the sky, I should have more stamina, because I did spend some stamina getting down to it the first time, right? Love Reverse 1999 guaranteed. Honestly, I probably would. From what I've heard of it, it's one of those gacha games that has really compelling character writing and a lot of like lore to read. I'm the type that loves a game that feels more like a book. I love a game that feels like a book. I love having stuff to read. So I've been very curious about it. I just haven't had the time to pick it up. I've been locked in like crazy since it first came out on a bunch of stuff. And then whenever I do have the time for games, I'll usually just opt for something I'm already familiar with. Why'd you have to get right here where all this stuff is? All right, you ready? Let's go. Lock in. Please, 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 please. Oh, it feels so good. Isn't she pretty? Isn't she pretty? It's my horse. I'm gonna name her Romani. Ho, ho. Ho, ho. Ha. 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 Yeah, we gotta make her like us. Romani-chan.
Ho, ho. Ho. Ho, ho.
You need some help with that? Ram them down. Okay, maybe don't. Hey, let's calm down now. Looks like you don't need any help from me. I think they'll give me a food if I kill it, though, so. Let's take it out. And I don't mean for dinner. Boom! No, don't run away. Please, come back. I know it'll just stay there, but I don't want it to be too far. I'm scared of losing it still. Do I see? Ah, will you stay put, please? Don't you see I have a horse to tend to? What's your problem? Okay. Now let's It's honestly ridiculous at this point. I wonder if enough time passes, if they won't give you the reward for killing the bokoblin anymore. I probably should have just spoken to them immediately. Oopsie. Don't be nervous. All right, where'd they go? I think I see them over there. Oh! Ho, ho. All right. Sorry about that. What's that about?
I want to be clear. Whatever treasure... Wait, which one is Mills and which one is the other one? Is the guy Mills? Because I heard a ha. I want to be clear. Whatever treasure is to be had here belongs to us, so don't go poking around. Not that anyone in their right mind would be poking around here for treasure to begin with. But if my sister says this is where we search, then this is where we search. Even if I wish we could just go home.
Hey, we're not here for a chin wag. Hurry up and find some treasure.
Family.
I just saved your lives, actually. Where's my food? Give me a treat. I want a treat.
This was once an up-and-coming place with lots of folk moving here, but then the monsters drove everyone out. Which means there's plenty of treasure to be had. That's where we come in. We're treasure hunters, searching for a 1 in a million payday. I'm guessing you are too, so as a tip from one pro to another, stay clear of Hyrule Castle. It's protected by things called guardians. If they spot you, all bets are off on whether you survive.
They say once you're in a guardian's sights, you don't have long to live. I get nervous just thinking about them.
All right, you. Go find some treasure, or I'll give you something to be nervous about.
Oh, she was talking to her brother. I thought she was being sweet on me.
Family.
Let's go! All right. Let's head to Dueling Peaks. You see it up there in the horizon? Also, wait. I just remembered. I wanted to turn off the UI. Can I do that from here, or do I have to do that on the title screen? All right. I completely forgot. It kept distracting me, and every time I wanted to do it, we were doing something important. I prefer it without. I like the clean look. I like to look for things this way. Kaelix, yeah, the Kaeli Bodacious. Kaeli Bodacious. Nah, I need to practice more to pull off characters like these. All right, let's see if we can just slip through these ruins without getting busted. Did you like the Zelda theme Splatfest? Yes, I did, and I actually have merchandise from it. I got it with some of my Nintendo points. There was this little keychain series they did. I collected that. Made me very happy. Will you calm down, please? Ma'am, will you be normal? Scary. What team were you? I think I was Courage. I think that was one where I just picked the one that I liked the most. Or no. I think I was Power because I wanted the reddish, pinkish ink. I think that's what it was. I can't really remember. It's hard for me to remember all the time when I pick a team in a lot of games because I pick kind of for arbitrary reasons. No, please! Please! Have mercy! Don't touch my horse! No, please! How dare you touch her! Back off! How dare you! I'm specifically gonna do something undignified with these horns and this fang. I'm gonna cook them into something, and I'm not gonna collect any more until I've cooked them, so I know that it was his. That's what I'm gonna do. Please don't run away! I need you to come back! Stay put, please! Thank you. Atta girl. Ain't she a good girl, staying in place, waiting for Kaelix to come find her? Ain't she purty? Alright. Let's make our way to the Dueling Peaks stable, and then we will wrap up for today. We'll have a nice rest. Get a nice bed, bath, and board. I don't think you get a bath, but you can get a bed. The accent, yeah, I don't know. I find that I pull out the southern accent whenever there's a horse in the room or like a cow, because it makes me think of rural farmers or something like that. Isn't she purty? Because those are the people that keep horses, I feel. At least in the real world. The real equestrians are all southerners. Who's this guy? Who's this diva? What's your deal? The end is here, huh? You should try just being happy. Okay. I may be somewhat used to seeing bad omens by now, but, well, let's just say it's badder than most. I think the saying is more bad. We're doomed! I mean, don't panic. Sorry. No, he's got to have sound more despair. He'd be like, we're doomed! I mean, don't panic. Sorry, who are you? Have we met? Well, it doesn't matter who you are, really. I was getting tired of talking to myself, so you've come at a good time. By the by, those strange things that popped out of the ground, did you see them? I'm not talking about mushrooms here. I'm talking about those towers. They seem to have popped up all over the place. Oh, look, it's a shrine. And that's not the only strange thing that's happened. Those long-deserted shrines suddenly started glowing. You know what this means, don't you? The end is here. The entire kingdom is in ruins. Cut them some slack. I don't think that excuses saying badder. I'm sorry. Like, let's have some class here. Maybe his excuse can be that he's talking to himself and nobody else. His grasp on his command of English is slipping. His command of Hylian language is losing. He's losing it. With all this craziness happening, I've been keeping an eye on that thing. Just to see if it suddenly starts moving, you know? What thing? I'm talking about that guardian, of course. Haven't you heard the old stories about Hyrule? See that thing over there? The one shaped like an overturned urn? That is what I'm talking about. Did you know that some of them can move? One of them once chased me down and tried to kill me. This one here? No, it was a different one. That one was closer to the castle, but before the forest. When they spot you, they shoot blue beams of light at you. Man, I was so sure that was the end for me. I was prepared for the worst. But I somehow managed to escape into the nearby woods. You think it was my lightning-fast reflexes that saved me? Ha! I wish. Truth is, I got lucky. Anyway, I hear guardians like that, and I still... Wait. Illiterate! Oh my goodness. Anyway, I hear guardians like that still wander around Hyrule Castle. Be careful. Alright. Anything else to say to me, Mr. Brigo? I need directions, please. I know exactly where I'm going. I don't need directions, but I want to ask for them anyway. Can you lead me to Kakariko Village, please? Can you point me in the right direction? Ah, I see. Kakariko Village is that way. On the other side of the Dueling Peaks, there's a stable. Stop there and ask someone for further directions. Ask me whatever you want. I'm happy to chat with you a while. I think that's enough. See ya. Let's wish each other good luck, eh? We'll need it. I love Brigo. I'm glad that he's one of the first characters you meet in this game. In fact, ordinarily, he should be the first proper, like, living character that you meet. Will you calm down, please? Will you be normal for me, please? I don't know what your problem seems to be. Sweetest Easter egg? Yeah, there is a really, really sweet Easter egg around this. I won't mention it. I encourage looking into it. It's really, really sweet. It's a sweet, sweet story. Brigo. Brigo the bridge guy. Yeah, behave normal. Why can't you just be normal? What's your problem? First living NPCs. Very important distinction, right? You'd think it's the... Well... Ho, ho! Huh. Ho, ho! Alright, let's go faster. Let's pick up some speed. It's gonna be a little bit harder to control her once we get through the trees, but... I remember this area is one of the ones that they really changed in Tears of the Kingdom, and it caught me so off guard when I went through for the first time. Because this is like the path I cross the most when I play this game. Because I love to take the horses instead of teleporting anywhere. I will take this path the most often. And I find that in Tears of the Kingdom, they actually changed the path, or no, it's not here maybe. It's on the path through, like, after the Dueling Peaks on the way to Kakariko. Oh, no, on the way to Hateno. That's what I'm thinking of. On the way to Hateno. So if we're here, it'd be about, like, right here. Or maybe, like, closer to right here. Where there's this, like, gate at the entrance to Fort Hateno. Or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Like, the ruined fortress. They, like, put a bunch of monsters there. Sorry, girl. I saw something that caught my eye. I saw something shiny. Nom 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 nom. Where's the rest of you? You're gonna make me go all that way? Okay, hold on. I know you might think little of me for doing this, but there's a reason, okay? There's a reason for this. There's a normal and respectable reason for this. Oh god, I'm scared. Okay. Can we get to the other side? I will say the main reason for me is actually just immersion, if I'm being honest. I don't like the idea of getting his clothes wet. But there is an actual strategic reason. If you take your clothes off before swimming in this game, you swim faster and use less stamina.
Yahaha! You found me! Bye-bye!
Cute. Alright, let's get to the horse. We gotta register her. Yeah, no, for me, I just like the idea that I'm not getting his clothes wet. I think this is what I would do in real life, right? Like, if I had to swim to the other side and then back, I would just leave my clothes with my horse. And then I'd sit there and I'd set up maybe like a fire and dry my undies off or whatever. That's what I would do. Alright. Oh, ho! Alright, let's be careful now. There are a lot of rocks. When you aren't as close to the horse, if you're not familiar with the gameplay yet, right? When you first capture a horse and start to tame it, it won't stay in the direction you're aiming. It'll start to veer off towards the sides. So you have to be really careful not to go too fast so that you don't run it into a wall or anything. Those are Lizalfos, aren't they? Ugh, I hate those freaks. What's your story? You got anything for me?
Huh? What's your problem? You look real salty. Wait, is that what you're after? Well, you're in luck. I sell rock salt and meat. I tell you what, they do great together. They do go great together, is what he said. I carry only the finest meats. I guarantee these are top choice provisions, or your rupees back.
I'd rather sell. I need some money, actually.
Okay. Let's make some bank on our free amber. Let's do 4 so we can get it to a clean number 5. And that should be more than enough to get us a bed for the night.
I'm good, thank you.
You can put your clothes back on. Okay. Okay. You got 2 rubies already? Yeah, my hubris was immeasurable and I took on a stone talus when I wasn't supposed to. Or I say wasn't supposed to. You aren't really supposed to do anything in this game. That's like the whole idea behind it. is that it's very like free range Zelda. That's one of the reasons I really like it as well, and one of the reasons I picked it as my first Zelda game on stream. It reminds me a lot of the very, very first Zelda game, The Legend of Zelda on the NES. And that game also just kind of drops you into this world and lets you go wherever you want. You have to just figure things out. All right. Normally I'd be getting these shrines as soon as I spot them, but I'm going to go after that later. For now, I just want to get to bed. And I don't mean in real life. I'm going to be locking in after this, but need to get Mr. Link to bed. Hey! Hey, can you stop, please? Can you lock in, please? Okay, let's try again. There we go. Much better. All right. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Doesn't that feel nice? Hi. Isn't that just nice? Doesn't this look so great? Okay. I haven't seen your face before. Do you know about the stable system? I don't know about that. Then allow me to explain. He's got a lower voice. He went, whoa. Then allow me to explain. You can board your horse companions with us and then summon them as you please from our network of stables. You may come across wild horses during your travels. If you catch one and ride it here to register it, it will become your horse companion. One person can board up to 5 horses, and you're able to swap horses in and out as you please. Do you know how to catch a wild horse? Catching horses? Okay, this man is mansplaining horse catching to the man on a wild horse. What the heck? Oh, goofy. Oh. It may take a while for wild horses to get used to being ridden. They may change directions or slow down on their own until you earn their trust and respect. If your horse disobeys your direction, you'll want to gently redirect it and then calm it. And if you continue interacting that way, your horse will naturally begin to trust you and become more obedient. I just want to get a saddle on this horse. I feel so bad because when you tame the wild horses, you have to pull on its hair. And I just feel bad for it. This poor animal. It was just balling and now it's been domesticated. Hey! Hey! Welcome to our stable. I think that's his voice. That hey tells me more than the whoa. If you've come with a wild horse, you can register it with us here. Or if you want to stay for a rest, please head to the counter inside. So what'll it be? I'd like to register this pony, please. You sure this is the one? Yeah. Not a problem. We charge a registration fee to help support our conservation efforts. The fee also gets you a locally made saddle and bridle for your horse. The fee is 20 rupees, is that okay? Yeah. Thanks. And look at that. Because it was 120, now it's a clean 100. That feels so good. Doesn't that feel great? Please enter the name for your horse. All right, we're going to call her Romani. Romani of Romani Ranch of Majora's Mask. Oh. Are you sure you want to name this horse Romani? Yeah. Your registration is complete. Would you like to take your new horse with you? Let's board her for now. I think she could use some rest too. She could use a little nap. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Oh, and by the way, if you get separated from your horse, you can whistle and it will come running. Let's go! But your horse isn't magic. It can't hear you if you're too far away, so do keep that in mind. All right. Oh, I want to climb up there now. We'll remember to do that tomorrow. I want to talk to Beetle as well before bed. Hey, don't believe I've made your acquaintance. The name's Beetle, but you can call me... Actually, let's just stick with Beetle. I love the way he talks in some of the older games. Where he's like, ah, thank you. I love Beetle. He's one of my favorite reincarnating, recurring NPCs in this game. But even if you forget my face, you can remember me by my beetle-shaped backpack. Despite these dangerous times, you'll find me traveling all over Hyrule to fulfill your shopping needs. I feel like this guy's just manic all the time. The way he makes these sounds. Yeah, yeah. ははえやばいな。えダメ。
I stock many special bugs and must-have items for travelers, and I always charge a fair price, or my name's not Beetle! I also buy all sorts of things if you're in need of rupees, gemstones in particular, fetch a high price. Sa, how can I help you today?
He's so goofy. Okay, let's see. All right, I know that we just got money, and it might not be the best to spend it all right away, but
Wow! All of them?
he kind of laughs like me when he does that. Stop! I always auto-progress the dialogue by accident. Okay, take them all. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Hold on. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30.
Wow!
Okay. Well, might as well buy a frog to bring it to a cleaner number like 0, right?
Yay! Thank you very much. I hope to see you again soon.
Okay. Wait, I forgot I needed money for the bed. I shouldn't have done this. Give me your money. Okay, you can have that. I want your food. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on. I don't remember how much the bed costs. I think it's 10. Oh man, we would have been so perfect just to use that 10 on the bed. How much is a bed? How much is a bed, sir? What's your problem? Okay.
Welcome. Will you be staying with us? Regular bed will cost you 20 rupees.
We'll just go with the regular for now. We don't need those extra hearts. We're just gonna lose them right away. All right. Let's get 20 rupees, please. Wow. I hope it's 10. Do you hate me? Do you hate me?
Sa.
All right, look at what I got.
Oh.
Oh. I'll buy anything. Okay. What can I multiply into 20? All right, we'll start with 2 of these. Actually, no. These are the same as the shrooms, aren't they? Yeah, well, okay. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And then we'll do... Where's a 5 rupee item? But I'm going to want that. Let's see. Any 5 rupee items, please? Will I need this? Will I need to start a fire? Or will I just ball? How much are these? Yes! Perfect! Do you like my Kaelix math? Are you with me on this? I realize this might be unusual. I love for my number to be clean. I won't keep it up forever though, don't worry. At one point I'm just gonna start ignoring it, but early game when it's very limited, I like to keep it super clean. Either 0 or like 100 or 50. I need it to have a 0 at the end. Alright, regular bed please. You're gonna sleep until we'll say noon. Sleep well. Feels good. All that for 1 measly heart, too.
I hope you enjoyed your stay.
Have a good day. All right. Let's save up. Baby's first save. All right. Let's return to the title screen and wrap up for today, because that is all the time we've got for now. Going to sleep at the same time as Link. Good night. Wishing you sweetest dreams, the sweetest dreams. All right, let me head on over to jump scare. Let me head on over to the home screen. All right. Hi. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, really love this franchise, as it may be very obvious. So I'm very, very thankful that I could play this game with you. I mentioned before that it's got a lot of stuff in it. And whether I finish it all the way, or whether I just finish the main story, or whether I don't finish any of it, it's a lot of playtime. So I hope that you can enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed it so far, because there's probably a lot to come stream-wise. Again, though, I'd love to play some more Zelda games with you in the future, so keep your eyes peeled for those as well when the time comes. I should probably show you my schedule for the week, just so that we're all on the same page, right? All right, where is she? I think I put it over here. Yeah, okay, hold on. Bingo. Okay. Let me move out of the way for you. All right, so today we have completed The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for now. I say completed, we didn't finish the whole game, but we're done streaming it for now. Tomorrow we will play Stardew Valley, first farming sim. I'd love to play a lot of these in the future, so I hope you can look forward to the rest of them. But Stardew Valley is really dear to me. I think it's really easy to get into compared to a lot of other ones if you don't have the usual patience for farming sims. It's got a lot more mixed elements that you don't find in all the farming sims out there. The next day, we're going to play another Nintendo game. I really love Splatoon, so we're going to start Splatoon 3. I'm going to figure out how streaming that's going to work very soon. Next, we're going to have our first non-debut related Zatsudan on Wednesday, or Thursday if you were in the Eastern Hemisphere. I really look forward to this. I really love just sitting and yapping without any objective in mind. So once I figure out how I'm going to make it into outer space, we're just going to float up there and talk somehow. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Just like a satellite, baby. Baby, 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 baby. Next, we're gonna do Shashingo on Thursday. I want to brush up on some vocabulary, take some photos. I thought it would be a cute little parallel because one of my mission statements under the company is to improve my Japanese comprehension over the years. It will not be a fast process. I want to do it very slowly, take my time with it, but also kind of cute because I have a history as a male model, remember? So the camera parallel is kind of cute, I think. Finally, on Friday, we'll have Pilk Shot Roulette. It'll be our first collab as a group of 4 by the beat. It'll be over on Sable's channel, Mr. Sable, so please find the waiting room there when the time comes. I'll be sure to put out a notice so you can find it just in case if you aren't sure. And finally, to wrap up the week, I will have my very first karaoke stream. It will be totally archived, which means for the uninitiated that it will be here forever, even after it's finished, unless some surprise issue happens, but it shouldn't because everything's already been checked. So yeah, it'll be here forever. It's an unthemed set list, so the songs are totally random and don't really relate to each other in any way. They're just archive safe songs that I happen to like. I'm very excited for it because I really love to sing and to perform live, so I hope that you can look forward to it as much as I do. Okay, let me get back where I was. All right, thank you so much for your support. That is all for today. Bye bye. Bye bye. Where's my okay? Bye 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 bye.